All right, we're back. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just had some technical difficulties and a little computer crash, but we're back up and at it again. Thanks for refreshing the stream. Looks like all the Facebook folks, for the most part, are back on. So didn't want to lose you all on this one. It's a tight rack, this one. It's going back and forth. It's playing the safety. Oh, good speed, good speed. Just a little bit of an outage, but we're back. No big deal, right?
Yep. The rack's still going on. Alright, do you bank it?
Yeah, he has to bank it, I'm pretty sure. Percentage is too high. Oh, he's playing safe, I guess. Maybe there was not enough gap. If the double kiss was too high of a chance, then yeah, the bank's probably not the best. Here the cross bank is on though, so you could go for it. The combination also lies pretty decent. It's calling the 7 ball up into the corner. I think this is a shot where you just, if you cut the 6 ball into the corner, the 7 will go, right?
It's almost dead straight.
It's almost dead, yeah.
Yeah.
And it does play towards the rail, which tends to be...
I think that's a good side to play onto.
Yeah, because it'll roll on the way in, right? It'll rattle home as opposed
also
to
good
not.
speed is key. Yeah. See, that was a good speed.
Nice, yeah.
Any harder and
yeah, it wouldn't have dropped, right? Yeah, nice shot. The only problem with that speed though is his cue ball ended up a little bit short now.
But I think he's happy he made the ball. I think this is a...
Yeah, he'll take that for sure.
If he made the combination, I think he should definitely make this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost the same knot, if the same shot.
Right.
I think he can even put a little bit of a running side to pull the cue ball a little outside and then play this 8 in the 9 pocket.
Yeah, just avoid the side pocket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's playing below it. Oh, and he got a friendly nudge.
And he got lucky. But he's still elevated though.
Yep.
I don't know. At least from this camera angle, it looks like he has the cue over the ball.
Yeah, I think so.
But the good thing is he just has to make it.
He's looking at the side pocket, actually.
I don't think side pocket is a good option. Like,
well, the benefit of the side pocket is that his cueing gets way better, right? He can cue off to the side of the 9 instead of trying to go fully over it. Yeah, he's looking at it.
if he catches the ball too good, I think he might even scratch on the top right corner.
I think if he has enough to scratch, he probably will miss the shot, most likely. Ooh, is he planning to go around the 9 or short side?
Anywhere a little distance is fine.
Close
Apart
to his
from
work.
this. Yep. But I think he's still gonna cut it.
Yeah.
I think he has to go for it at this point. I think he's gonna make it.
Yeah, definitely more focus in the room now. The club is closed down. Only one snooker table off in the corner playing.
I
Pretty
think
quiet.
the players are very dialed in now.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot more focused now. That's for sure.
Yep. Good shot on the 9.
Nails it.
And
Nicely
it's
done.
6 all.
Well done, well done. Well, I'm going to take a break, have a snack real quick. But if you'd like to talk to the people, Samuel, take it away. I'll be back in a bit. Hey, the Snooker Shed is back in the YouTube chat. How's it going? How's it going? We're doing well. He says, hey, lads, how's Ox Billiards? Doing well. We got a pool tournament going on here. Or not a pool tournament, sorry. It's a match between Bo and Prathamesh. They're playing for 1,000 in the middle. Race to 15, 9 ball. Call shot. No early 9s. No 3-foul rule. Pretty good match. Both players pretty evenly matched based on Fargo ratings. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll be back.
All right. Snooker Set says is on his way to a tournament here in Scotland. If you're playing in the tournament, then best of luck from everyone here at Ox Billiards. We do enjoy your YouTube channel a lot. It's very instructive, very informative. And we do hope to get you sometime in Seattle soon, so you can visit Ox Billiards yourself and play one of our snooker tables and perhaps play a race to 15 yourself in pool. That would be fun. So yeah, pretty straightforward 6-ball. You just roll through like a hand's distance, like a foot ahead. Leave yourself a nice angle on the 7 to get back down the table for the 8. That's all she wrote. I think he's little straight on the 7. It's very tough to say on the camera. I think he has a little angle. He can just follow forward. Maybe 2 rails and come out for the 8. I think he's going for that option. But speed is key here. Oh, he went... Okay. That's one way to do it. It's almost going towards the scratch, but not quite. And this one you go 2 rails towards the 9. You want to miss the middle pocket, ideally, and track the ball towards the 9. Even a little distance is fine. This is what you don't want to do, but I think this should be a pretty comfortable line. He missed it, but he leaves the cue ball in a very good position, luckily. It's funny to see that all of a sudden he chose to go for the follow stroke. Usually he would draw 1 rail off and hit it a bit firmer. But I think he just switched up at the last moment and he missed the ball. And this is a very hard safety to play. What do you do here? If you cut the ball towards the pocket and try to make it and miss, then it's a hanger. You almost have to play a snooker safety shot. Like leave the 9 on one side and leave the cue ball on the other side. But then again it requires, and that's exactly not what you want to have. It's not the easiest shot in the world, but also it's not the toughest shot in the world. And I think Prathamesh is going to go up again 7-6. And he'll break again in the next rack. Yep. All right. 7-6 again. Now will there be a 7 all if you're following the trend? Prathamesh has kind of gotten his breakdown. He's, at least for the last 3 racks, trying to make them 1 ball consistently in the side pocket. Didn't work out for him in the last rack and the one before that, but I think the previous 2 he made them happen.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, I think of both players, Prathamesh has had more success, right? On the break, we've seen him make more of the...
Prathamesh has made more balls on the break, but at the same time, Bro has a good spread on the break.
Yeah. Bo's gotten a little bit better look at the starter balls, right?
Yeah, and also when Bo breaks, all the balls are evenly like nice spread out and almost like set for a run out.
Yeah. I feel like it has to do with the rack. I feel like when Prathamesh is racking, we've seen a little bit of instances where there might be a gap and the balls aren't spreading as clean as they should. So I wonder if he's just not racking them as tight with that template as he could be. I'm not sure. You see how the 8 and the 9 didn't really separate?
But he's getting lucky though. He's like almost every time someone breaks and does not make a ball, it's
hooked,
very
right?
seldom they have a shot on the 1 or the 2.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be a tough push out. What do you do? I think
you push out here, you probably want to push the top left corner pocket area and leave a safety opportunity. Yeah, this doesn't back cut. Prathamesh can go full offense if he wants and tries to reverse bank it, but I think
he's just going to go for the safety.
Yeah.
He's just going to leave the cue ball near the short rail and send the one towards the 4 ball.
I think safeties in general at this level are definitely more difficult than offensive shots, so you're going to see the players push out to safeties a lot more often. Against the pro, though, you would never really want to do that either because they're so dialed into the table, usually, the speed and the conditions, that they're going to hook you really hard, usually.
Yep, especially if you do not live much distance from the cue ball and the object ball, it becomes very easy for the professional players to put the cue ball exactly where they want to.
Yeah, but this one didn't quite get there.
He needs to put a good draw stroke on it, at least draw it back to the center of the table. He chose to follow and he missed.
Ooh.
And that leaves Prathamesh a clear shot on the 1.
Looked like he was trying to cheat the pocket, but I feel like he had the opposite angle, if that makes any sense. Like, he wasn't straight in. I think he had to cut it to the left, but he cheated it to the right, and I think that's why he missed.
That might be the case.
That was pretty tricky. But now
that was very close of hampered queuing, but I think Prathamesh is good here.
Yeah, good starter.
He's a right-hander, so this is going to be a little awkward. Probably going to go back to the bridge. Again, he's a snooker player, so he doesn't have much difficulty operating the bridge. But I think he's just going to stun.
He's pulling his extension out, I think.
He does have the Q-Tech SVBQ.
This man is no longer a snooker player. He is a pool player now.
He is a pool player, yes.
No bridge needed, no bridge required.
Yep.
Lucky it was just a stop shot, so it's good. Good shot. I mean, Prathamesh is warming up basically for the US Open,
yes.
right? Coming up.
What do you do here? Do you follow it a little ahead and take it?
Yeah, I think you just roll forward a bit. Looks like he has an angle going away from the 4 as well, which that helps, right, to get more in line as you roll forward. As long as you're kind of running away from the 4.
But you want a correct angle on the 4 though. You don't want to be the bad side of the 4.
You can have any angle, I think, on the 4 actually, except for that in between angle. This is fine. He can go forward 1 rail. If he was too high on it, he could also just roll forward to the bottom cushion without any rails. And if he was straight in, he could just play short side. So I think it was pretty manageable. Just needed to get.
Do you think he runs out from you?
If he gets on this 5 ball, ouch. I think that's what we call commentator's curse.
I don't think there's anything called commentator's curse.
No, you never heard of it?
It's just bad judgment from the players.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'll let them know you said that. Well, looks like he's calling it, so he's going to kick at this 1 rail.
I think it might even be better to kick at these 2 rails.
Probably 2 rails. Oh, no, hit that too hard. Hit that way too hard.
And he put like a lot of right-hand side,
and
the ball just squatted to the left.
Oh, yeah, and then it came right
off
back.
A different angle, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Bo has a very good chance of leveling this up. If history is any evidence, he's going to do it.
Yeah, it just doesn't want to get too funny on this 6 ball. This 8 ball is kind of a big ball. It's a little bit in the way, and he wants to be on the left of the pocket line, so he comes towards the 7.
I feel like he's just going to go ahead.
Just forward, right?
2 rails into the line of the shot. Just stun the... stun the 6 to be a little off the rail, and you can just draw it back for the 8. Yeah.
That's a good line.
He doesn't want to be on the bad side of the 6. I mean, short side is not bad, but...
overran position by a lot, actually.
He did. And I think in ball in hand, I don't think there should be more control on the shot, especially when you have ball in hand and
Yeah.
all the variables are under your control.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think you should give the best possible chance athlete on the next ball to do. But like as we all know, Bo is a really good shot maker,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he's crawled out of these positions one too many times, and I think he's gonna easily make the 6 ball and land on the 7. He just need to put a little good stroke on it, so one rail and out, and I think he's good to go.
Yeah, it's a lot of angle though. I don't know. I think he might actually have to run into the 7. He's looking at the line. You see that the tangent line kind of leads straight towards it. I feel like, oh, he's playing follow? No, I think he's playing a stun and run into the 7. Or back cut. Oh, back cut Bo. Does he get lucky?
Nope.
Yeah, he definitely is a fan of those back cuts.
Henry says,
I
"Let's
should've
go,
thought
Bo."
about it. Yeah, we got some more Bo support in the Facebook chat. Let us know who you're supporting in this one, or if you just are here for the pool, hanging out.
But the Prathamesh is probably going to power this through.
Watch out for the side pocket is the only thing.
Yep.
Ooh, oh, he's going forward. This makes it really tough to make the balls that
Again.
forward check side, but yeah.
Again, he leaves the 6 pretty safe.
This one, though, is a lot easier to play safe on, I think, right?
I think he has to put the cue ball like snug behind the 7.
Yeah. Snooker separation safety.
Yep.
It's a little bit awkward, though, because I think
he just needs to come off the correct angle from the short rail. Because even if he comes a little bit more angle, even if it hits the second rail, it's still going to track towards the 7, and I think it's going to be okay. But if he chooses to go towards the 7 directly, then I think that could be a problem.
playing it the other way. The only thing I don't like about this is where the 6 ball is going to end up, but I think he's got coverage. It's the only risk with that type of safety. The separation safety you were talking about is usually higher percentage because in the worst case, you leave him kind of contained.
Mm-hmm.
You leave a bank on, basically. In this type of safety, the 6 is going to be sitting over the pocket. So your cue ball has to be hooked behind something, and that just amplifies, the difficulty, right?
Yes, you are correct. I don't know if he can see the ball.
No, I don't think so.
I
but
think he can
go.
see a very thin edge.
We're going to go rail first, though, because it could go one rail
Yeah,
cut.
he is going rail first. And I think he might just make it.
I saw Boat measure it earlier. Prathamesh is just kind of going for it. Oh, wow.
Again, he leaves the 6 pretty safe.
Yeah, I
And
think that's all that side spin he was using. Same shot for Bo again? Is he going to play to bank this one rail up?
But this is, I think, way difficult than the last one because now the balls are up table. So he has to maneuver it pretty precisely to find some shelter.
I think this one might be a thin the edge of the 6.
I
Or
think he
he's-
might just leave it on top of the pocket. This is a very difficult shot to play.
Swing it the other way.
Yeah, I think he's going to leave it on.
Ooh, 7 ball. How's the speed?
Speeds. I think.
Nicely done.
Ooh.
I think you got him. There might be an edge to cut into the bottom left, but I don't know if that's worth going for. Nice shot there. I think that shot actually is really effective when you're on that, going 2 rails with the cue ball. When you have a lot of balls in the side pocket area, because you tend to get a lot of blockers. I think it was a really classic shot. I think if I remember correctly, it was Skylar Woodward when he won the Moscone the second year and he ran out against Joshua Filler. Or maybe it was the first one.
He almost makes it.
Wow. He overcut it.
That's the first time we've seen the jump cue out.
Yeah. I think in the previous match, we saw the jump cue from Prathamesh, I think 6 or 7 times, and he was about 50% shot accuracy with it. So
50%
we know he can. We know he can jump. Yeah, he had I think one rack where he had to shoot 1 jump shot. Bo took a shot, and then he had to shoot 2 jump shots in a row. He hooked himself after the first jump shot, and then he made the second one and was able to run out the rack. So
now he wants the cue ball exactly where it is.
he could play this across and play 8 in the side pocket. I don't think he has to keep it there, but it's probably more natural to just reduce the cue ball movement, right?
Yep.
Problem is it's a lot of angles, so
Or he might even just punch it through and play the 8 on the bottom right, but that's highly unlikely.
I like him playing it to the side.
See, I don't like this.
I was thinking the opposite side pocket actually, so where he stuns.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then comes one rail to the left.
Does the
half
8
table.
pass the 9 by any chance?
I think it does. Yeah, it looks like it does. He might just have like a 3/4 or half a pocket. He's lining up like it does. Yeah, it's clean. No problem.
And this will be 7-all.
All right. Let's see. Good shot from Bo. We got a match, ladies and gentlemen. 7-7.
And it's only 1 a.m.
Yeah. Definitely a lot tighter match than the last time they played, because last time it was kind of a swingy match, right? It was like pendulum swung in Bo's motion at the beginning, then it swung really hard in Prathamesh's motion in the middle part of the match, and then it kind of settled out, and eventually Prathamesh ended up winning.
It's a race to 8 now.
But this is a race to 8 now for all the marbles. They're playing for 1,000 in the middle.
1,000 big ones, yeah?
Oh yeah. They upped the ante from last time. I think last time they played for 600, so definitely.
But I think Bo should be feeling a lot better than last time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's definitely in this one, 100%. I think also the fact that the club is more focused now and no more music, no more random people.
I feel like Bo really needs to start making balls on the break.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a turning point if you can, right?
Yep. I think if you string 1 or 2 racks together, I think you get that momentum going. You keep your opponent glued to the chair. I think that could be mentally be a very good edge.
Mm-hmm. We haven't really seen anybody run away with too many racks in a row. It seems like it's been back and forth. I think Prathamesh is the only one who's been... I mean, recently it's been Prathamesh up 1, Bo catches up. Prathamesh up 1, Bo catches up. In the early part of the game, it was 3-1, I think, Bo.
Yep.
Yeah, then went 4-3 Prathamesh, 5-4 Prathamesh,
6-5 Prathamesh, 7-6 Prathamesh.
Yeah, now it's 7-7, so it's back and forth. They're battling at it.
Yep. But do you see that Bo's break? Like all the balls are very nicely spread, but he didn't make a ball.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And in Prathamesh's break, he makes a ball, but like that clusters somewhere around or something like that.
Somebody needs to teach Prathamesh how to rack. I think that's what it is, man. Every time you see, if you see the second row balls, one of them is always glued to the 9. It's always like really close up against it, and that tends to be because of a gap. We can check in the next time he breaks, but
and it's also rack your own, right?
It's rack your own, exactly, right? So racking is a big part of the game,
and especially when you know, because of the new break rules, 9 on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like a break is going to be more difficult aspect of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should take as much edge as you can.
Exactly.
By making sure that all the rack is tight. There's no air gaps between the balls.
Yeah.
And then all you can do is just hit and pray.
Yep. He can see.
He can make this ball, definitely. He can make this ball, but the only concern is the pace.
Position, yeah.
Because he has to play it with a little bit pace, and because
I think just follow this and then miss the 8 ball
and
just shoot the 2 in the top left.
I think you just shoot the 2 in the side.
We hit it at speed. What a shot!
Yeah,
Nicely done.
That was a great shot.
Wow. And he's on this 2-ball pass.
That looked really easy. I can assure you that was not as easy as it looked.
Not easy at all. My gosh. Hit it sweet. Just like nice roll speed. I think Bo's dialing in.
I think all he needs to do is just roll balls now.
Yeah, basically, right?
Yep.
This is the...
I think he just stop right here because he doesn't want any more angle than he already has. Maybe even draw back a little so you have a little less angle.
Yep, perfect.
Now he needs to hit it real sweet, real soft.
Yeah, I think just roll it in like you said.
Yep.
The key thing here is getting above, on the correct side of the 5. This is a pretty crucial part of the shot, right?
He needs a very good half ball angle on the 5.
Did he hit it hard enough?
Yeah, I think that's a perfect half ball angle, yeah.
No, but he's going the wrong way.
Yeah, but I think he can definitely go.
He's going to have to stun between and move this cue ball. I guess that's what I'm saying. Is like if he had gotten on the other side of this pocket line, on the right side, he would be able to just roll it and naturally come back down, right? But it just came a little bit short. Should still be okay. Just has to avoid some traffic.
You just have to avoid the 7.
It's going forward. Oh.
And he did not avoid the 7. That's all he had to do.
Yeah.
And it's easier said than done, ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, that shot only comes because of the because of the 4. He just
I
underrolled
think
the 4 a little
he
bit.
should have taken a little more time, making sure
Yeah.
you're in the right side of the pocket, right side of the ball.
Yeah, but it's tough because that 8-ball did loom large.
And you can see the frustration on his face like was a while back. But I think now it all depends on the safe shot. Unfortunately, there are no balls to hide around on that part of the table. So all you can wish is hiding this object ball behind either the 8 or the 7. But that's a tall order.
Ooh, he's going to bump the 8-ball here. He's going to get a good roll. I think we're going to see the jump cue again.
And he got really lucky on that one.
Yeah. I mean, he was playing it to play behind those balls, but he got a good nudge on the 8. See if Prathamesh can show off his jump skills.
Yep. Prathamesh needs a full ball contact on the 6. So even if it hits like the near edge of the pocket, it's still going to go in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think just hamper down and make this. There's no positional play to worry about. Just
and he hit it a little thin.
Hit the left side.
But I think he's going to get lucky again. There's a good cue ball.
Wow.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a full ball snooker. He raises his hand in apology, but deep down, I know he's very happy.
He'll take it.
He'll take it.
He's playing at 2 rails, looks like again.
I mean, Bo got a lucky nudge.
Yeah, but he was kind of playing that shot roughly, you think, right? He was playing that safe for the most part. So I feel like less lucky and more.
This is a tough shot. What do you do? Do you cut this one?
Yeah, nicely done though. I think he meant.
I think this is too thin to cut. You have to pay it at such a absurd pace that you just lose the cue ball.
He can make it, and there's enough space between the 7 and 8 to go back and forth a few times. But the way the 6-ball lays,
if he stuns it a little bit, it even might hit the 7 and scratch in the middle pocket.
Maybe loading up with left. It's playing safe, I think.
Yep, me too.
Glue it to the top cushion.
You basically wanted to play the same shot Bo played before.
No, I didn't quite get the line. This is cuttable.
It is cuttable.
Watch out for the 9-ball here. He might even run into the 7.
I feel like after you make this ball, you just need a look on the 7 and the 7 just goes anywhere.
Yeah.
You ideally would want to make it in the middle pocket or the bottom left.
Big shot.
And he goes for the safe.
Does he get the roll?
He does get the roll.
No, I think it cuts. Oh, it's close. I think Prathamesh can see it though. Yeah.
I think he can. Yeah, I think from this angle it looks like it's going a little thinner. You can probably swerve it.
No, I think he's got it all day. Just roll it forward. I don't think he's obscured.
If he's got it all day, then I think this rack's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can see it full ball. Yep, there you go.
Oh, 9-ball. Hello, 9-ball. What is this? Wow.
I think he just has to one rail try to make it now.
Ouch. Tough luck there, but you knew he was going to come toward the 9. I think it was just about speed control. If you go back and look at the video, he did cut the 6 in the left part of the pocket. And I think
thinner?
he cut it a little bit thinner, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think because he hit that left edge of the pocket is why he had a little bit more speed in the cue ball. If he had hit it more in the heart of the pocket, he probably would have been a little bit closer to on, but he's got a kick at it. He's got a good spin on the cue ball. Now's his leave.
Sleeve is full ball snooker pretty well.
Wow. Pretty good roll.
Yeah, he must feel really good about that one.
Oh, I don't know. I think he wanted to be out at this point. But he'll take this as second prize, I guess. He's calling it into the top right. So the risk here is even if he makes this, pretty decent chance to scratch in the top left corner pocket. You got to call it just in case, but that cut angle might scratch. I think hitting it full and sending the 7 around the table is probably ideal, so probably look for him to ramp up the speed. Oh, he hit it.
He almost made it.
Wow.
But he's gonna leave a nice shot on the 7. The cue ball's a little close to the rail, but I think it's completely makeable.
Yeah, it's a thin cut, but let's play anywhere on the 7 or for the 8. Anywhere up table should be fine.
I feel you have to come back and forth once at least.
Just focus down and cut this in.
Don't worry about if you even get a little higher up the table. As long as you can see the 8, I think you're good.
Oh, watch out, cue ball. Watch out, cue ball.
And that's a scratch.
Oh, no. So he ended up... I guess he didn't put enough inside spin on that one, it seems, because the natural path of the cue ball was to come towards the side pockets, right?
Yeah, I think he just played plain ball.
Played a plain ball, yeah. I think if he plays a plain ball, he probably has to ramp up the speed so that it comes off short on the first rail, and then it goes across. But needed to hit that at that pace, and needed to hit it with a little bit of inside. So, first big mistake at the end of the rack that we've seen in the past few ones. We've only seen mistakes kind of in the middle, and both players kind of running out, but big mistake there from Prathamesh. Yeah, Alan in the Facebook chat saying he overran the shot. That is true, yeah. He could have just made the ball at a little bit slower speed, and then that would have left him pretty sweet on the 8 ball with no risk of scratching. But he did also, again, cut that into the right half of the pocket. Have you saw that?
But I feel like...
he cut it into the right half, though, and that gave the cue ball more energy.
I feel he felt pretty confident cutting it at that pace because that
Yeah.
angle was a little awkward and the cue ball was a little close to the cushion.
Mm-hmm. But it makes me wonder if he had cut that more towards the center of the pocket, he might have had the speed just right to not scratch, basically.
Yeah, a little thicker.
Right? A little bit thicker.
Yeah,
exactly.
definitely.
Right? Yeah. Kind of similar to that earlier shot where he overcut the 6 ball a bit, and then he kind of got behind the 9. So it's probably that he's hitting the right speed, but just barely coming a little bit too wide on some of the angles. That's part of the art of pool, right? A lot of people talk about, in snooker you have to be perfect on ball potting. Well, in pool you kind of have to also have a lot of accuracy because you can see there's a big range of angles you can generate from getting, one side thinner, one side thicker.
Exactly.
In
snooker, you would argue you can get away with a little bit misjudgment of the angle because the table is so big that even if you're like 1-2 inches left or right, it's still a 3/4 ball shot. It's still a half ball shot.
Gotcha.
Right? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter that much. But in pool, like if you are like 1 inch to the left or 1 inch to the right, like it completely changes the natural path of the cue ball.
Yeah, exactly. So like that wiggle room, people talk about it as being easier to play for making the ball. Yes, there is more room to miss the ball, basically, right? You have more angles to more room, more margin for error to pot the ball, but because of that margin for error, it can greatly change your positional play, right? So that's where the trade-off kind of lies.
But like one thing which is common in pool and snooker both is you have to land on the right side of the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think a great example in snooker is anytime you see any professional player playing for the blue, they always make sure that when they pot the blue, the white's coming towards the red and towards the pack. And you always want to be at the right side of the blue.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like just Prathamesh taking a break on this one.
I think he's munching on his protein bar.
No, I think he went to the bathroom.
Ooh.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, thanks, Rennie. I updated the score. You're right. Bo is 7 up. 8-7 in the lead. And Prathamesh looks like he's back. And we're ready to kick this one off. So now 7-8. A little bit of a comeback from Bo now. I think he's made 3 racks in a row, from what it seems like.
2 racks in a row.
Well, he was 6 down. Yeah, 2 racks in a row. He was 6-7 down.
He just needs to make a ball on the break. His break has been splitting the pack pretty evenly. He just needs to get over the hump and make a ball. And that's not going to happen.
It's a hard sell.
And he's left the ball. So...
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's definitely splitting them really nice.
I think this might be a run out for Prathamesh.
Yeah, this 1 ball I think has a slight cut and it leads to the 2 ball.
Yeah, I think the difficult part of this rack would be getting from the 2 to the 3.
2 to 3, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go around the 9.
Yeah, because you need to be on the right side of the 3 to make sure you just... Ideally, you would want to... If you have an angle on the 1, you would want to be almost straight on the 2 so you can follow it in and you can just follow the 3.
Yeah, yeah.
But it depends upon what angle you have on the 1. It looks pretty straight now, but that might be the case.
He's playing 2 on the side.
Okay. 2 on the side, so he's probably planning to play 3 on the bottom left corner. which then
It's gonna follow. It looks like maybe, or no, he's gonna try to cut this back, draw this back.
yeah.
Oh yeah, hit it with
Yeah.
basically
Okay,
stun.
so now this is a very bad angle, right?
Yeah, he's-
You don't want to be drawing off this, but at the same time,
He's playing forward. Maybe? No, he's drawing.
yeah, I think he has to draw this. There's no shot.
Ooh, yeah, you kind of
Yeah,
saw him,
exactly.
lunge, I think, with his head back a little bit.
And also, this is a
shoulders
very
down.
difficult shot because you're drawing, so you need like a very good stroke, very good follow through.
Mhm.
But at the same time, you don't see the pocket because it's kind of like a blind cut.
Yeah, but you saw him kind of jump up on it, right? You saw him like
Yeah, because
push his head upwards, kind of to get,
there's a
to
tendency
get the
that
draw.
when you're especially doing the blind cuts, you usually after your shot you want to see where the ball ended up. Did you make the ball or did you not?
Hmm.
And especially during the blind cuts, because you do not see the ball, you probably have to jump and like look the other way to see whether you made the ball or not. And if you do it too quick, then that might be a problem. But right here again, overrunning the position, I think this is cuttable, but then the 5 lies in a very awkward spot because this is such a thin cut that the cue ball is going to make some rounds of the table. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the traffic's gonna be pretty tough to manage.
At the same time, I would
here.
just play it safe behind the 5. It's like the snooker safety shot, just like slowly. I think that's too hard. He could have just babied it there and just like make sure like the 4 barely touches the rail. Because as long as you're behind the 5, I think you're good. And you're taking away the short rail escape.
The only problem
but-
with that is that you do leave a
This is
jumpable shot.
this is a good safety, but I think he can still see it. I think he can even make it. But,
Yeah, it goes in the bottom left corner.
But the only problem is the scratch.
I don't think the scratch is actually on if he follows it, but he's not gonna get back for the 5 is the only problem.
Yeah, there's no way it's gonna.
He's looking at the angle.
Yeah, I think he just wants to play safe. I don't think he's gonna go for the pot.
It definitely cuts, but maybe he just plays behind the 6. Just nice and easy. Just thin the 4 and no, he's gonna have to shoot this at more pace than that, I think. It's a tough spot actually. If he goes all out for the cut, he's gonna run into 6, not gonna have a shot in the 5.
Yeah, I don't think it's too risky for a cut. And even if he cuts it, he's not gonna have a shot on the 5. So what's the point? He's looking for the cut. He's aiming for the cut.
Yeah. I think the only problem is, yeah,
Yeah,
Low-
scratch on the side pocket.
low reward. So
But he also needs to put a lot of low on it if he's cutting.
no, at the low. You think he's gonna put low? I think he's got to put high to miss the scratch.
But if he puts high, he's not gonna come.
He's playing safe.
And he's gonna sell out. But at the same time, this is okay. This has some angle and some potential to come back for the 5. But Prathamesh needs to put a really good stroke on this one.
A lot of traffic though. I think the 9 is a big ball here. The 8 ball is a
I
big
think you
ball.
go 2 rails.
2 rails.
Yeah, you put like a little bottom left, and you go 2 rails between the 9 and the 6.
I don't think he has that much angle.
I
Just
think he
go
can
forward.
Do it. Oh, he put inside.
Yeah, he
oh,
needed
that's
to go
that's
round that
very
way.
unlucky.
You're saying go
Yeah,
bottom
go,
rail, right side rail?
Yeah, right side rail between the
No,
9 and the 6,
I
and
think
like
I think there was too straight for that.
too straight for that.
Yeah, I think he had to go forward.
It looked
Force
like
it,
he
but
had some angle.
The 8 was basically the ball he had to avoid on that type of shot. Now looks like a safe. This might play like another like bow style safe where he hits the left side and goes 2 rails with the cue ball. Yeah. Is the 7 gonna come to his rescue?
No, I think it's gonna sell out again.
Yep.
Okay, now this is tricky.
A lot of angle.
You don't want to play it slow ideally, because if you play slow, like the backspin on the ball is gonna roll off by the time it reaches.
I mean, we saw Bo hit that one long down the rail shot, nice and sweet. So I think you might actually roll this in, because the alternative is you play across 2 rails, but that corner comes into play a little bit. I don't know.
You almost play like a drag shot here.
Yeah, maybe like a drag shot
Yeah.
or just a rolling cue ball. Just gotta be careful not to hook yourself. Really, it's about if he hits the 5, Comes one rail across. As long as he doesn't get past like the 1.5 diamond or so, he should have a look at it.
If he rolls it, he doesn't want to be near the short rail. He wants some separation between the short rail and the cue ball. That's my only concern after rolling. And I think he's going to take the bank on. I think this should be a pretty straightforward bank. I think it naturally goes towards the center pocket. Like a full ball hit will 99% make the ball in. Right? It only depends upon the pace, because as you guys know, pace changes the angle, how the ball reacts off the cushion. So it might go short or long. But yep, that's
good
it.
Speed, good speed.
It's pretty much guaranteed bank, that one. Now this would be a very interesting shot. I think
just draw straight back. Pretty sure. He can avoid the side as long as he puts a good stroke on it.
Yeah. I don't think the side is going to be a problem in this shot. Yep.
You can put a little bit of right spin. Nicely done.
I think right spin is also like a helping English. Like
yeah. It helps you like shoot the ball more full.
Yeah.
Because it throws it towards the pocket a little bit. Yeah, and then it helps you kind of straighten out the draw.
And now one rail and out, and I think he's bottom right. Oh, he just went straight up.
Stunned it.
A little more distance, but I think, every 9-ball player.
Yeah, but arguably it's a little bit more in the line of position, stunning it as opposed to going forward. But unless you play around the 9 into the same pocket.
Yep. And the pattern has been broken. Now it's 9-7 to go.
Yeah, we see a shift in the momentum.
And it's a good time to have a shift in the momentum, because as you close in towards the
you want to get better.
Racks, you want to get better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If you have more separation, let's say a 13-10 lead is way, way, way mentally positive than a 5-3 lead.
Yeah, much
or
better.
Or a 6-3 lead.
Yeah. Having a big lead late is definitely a bigger advantage.
Because your opponent can only mess up so many times if you're so close to the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like 6-3 up, you still have a long way to go. So
yep.
You can still cover up. Again, like it all comes down to if Bo starts making balls on the break, I think it's bad news for Prathamesh.
Yeah,
he just needs to make one ball on the break. That's it.
This would be a good time to start making balls on the break, definitely.
That would be a wonderful time. Getting into 2 digits with a good break in the run, there's nothing more positive than that. Don't you say?
Yeah. Try to aim for the 1 in the side. Oh, he hit it really full on that one.
And he did make a ball. He made the wing ball.
8 ball, it looks like.
Yeah,
wow.
He made the 8 ball on the wing. And he has a shot on the 1. And the balls are laid out very nicely. Right? A little, like a pinch shot on the 1.
Yeah, he can go forward or stun.
I think a stun's good because you can hit it with a little authority and still control it. Just a tad bit below center.
You just be careful with the side pocket not to come across. It is a decent amount of angle.
And plus, I think it's a decent fuller hit that you don't have to worry about the side pocket. You just like pinch it like a hair back, and I think you're in the line.
Alan agrees with you. Pinch, kill shot. Yeah, nicely done. I think this seems to be more a Bo style. Is kind of hitting those.
Yeah, and I think now you go for a little stun drag shot, and you miss the side pocket. You can come towards the line of the 3. If he has that much angle. If he doesn't, then he just come back straight.
Oh, he's feeling it now. Yep. Nice speed there.
Again, this same a draw stroke, and you're good. Now it's nice if you can come towards the right hand side of the 4 ball, so that it's natural angle to come.
He could
on top of the table.
I think actually anything. He could be straight in. He could be right where he's aiming right where his cue is. So
if he's aiming with the right where his cue, he has to draw it.
Really,
but then again, like in that scenario, he doesn't have to put any side spin on it because the cue ball's naturally gonna take that angle and track towards the 5-2 rails.
It's solid because as long as he gets into the center of the table, he should be.
Yeah, I think he's gonna power it and 2 rails out. I don't think he's gonna go for center. Oh, he just chose 1 rail.
Oof. Okay. All right.
I like the 2 rail path better, but I think this works as well.
He's got a little severe though. I don't know if I prefer this low of an angle because 6 goes nicely in the side. Yeah, he can.
I think 6 goes right in the side. He's both corner pockets.
He's back cut Bo. You know what I'm saying? So he likes these back cut shots.
But I don't think this shot is that difficult. I think you can see a lot of the ball.
The only problem is the angle.
You just have to be on the right side of the shot, exactly. And now he has some work to do.
Yeah. Okay. Hear me out on this one.
What do you think?
I think I've seen him do this before, but if he's got enough, if he's full enough on this ball, he might try to load this up with a bunch of left.
Left?
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I feel you
should. I feel
you just go around.
Across.
You just put a load of bottom right.
Yeah.
I think you just like spin it around.
But hey, I think it's always a fun shot to try out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, exactly like that.
Watch out, corner pocket.
And that's
wow,
so
he's
good. That's so lucky. But again, he's very straight on the ball. I don't think he can try cheating the pocket a little bit, but at that, when the cue ball's at close,
no, he's okay. He's
very difficult.
He's underneath it a little bit, so he can go.
He can
two rails.
Just stop left, and I think.
No, he's got to jack up, so he's just gonna put top, I think, on it.
Yeah, I think he has to put some top on it. Yep.
Just get the cheat angle right, and then
you just need to get off the rail, and I think it's good. Yeah, it's just almost 3/4 ball shot.
All right, big shot
nicely
here.
off the rail, and I think he's gonna make it.
Big shot.
Yeah, Palin, you're right. I think he might just be out from here. Ooh, spoke too soon, and it's again call pocket, so flukes don't count here.
Yep.
Okay, so now this is tricky.
Wow, that would have been for the break and run, actually, wasn't it? Yeah, that was from the break.
Would have been for the break and run. That's absolutely correct. That would have been a very good confidence boost, going into double digits. But now, this is not an easy shot. And I think Prathamesh is going to go for it. He's going to cut it on the top right. I don't think he's going to play safe on this ball.
He can't. It's too makeable. Tough miss.
Yeah, I think the shot maker in him just is begging him to make the shot.
Get it a little bit thick. That is a tendency at that angle. Is he going to leave Bo something?
Back cut Bo.
Yeah, back cut Bo.
Let's go.
There we go.
For all the cheese.
Big shot. Man, going up three racks right now is pretty
huge.
Big.
Yeah, it's huge.
A lot of pressure on this shot. And he nails it. Misses
and it's
the side.
7.
Wow.
Almost misses it, but he puts it together.
Nicely done. Looks like Bo's getting some momentum now.
Yep.
Good time to get it too. There's only 5 away. Prathamesh needs 8, it looks like. So Prathamesh got to get back in this rack, but Bo keeps making the ball on the break. And you never know. It's starting to get tight. All right, we'll be right back. All right. Bo with another ball on the break. Big.
This might just be the break and run he's been waiting for all this time.
I mean, the last one was really the break and run that he was waiting for, but he had an unfortunate miss in the 9, but lucky to get a shot back from Prathamesh.
Yep, I think he's out from here.
Jose Quinones in the Facebook chat saying, go shooting Bo. Good shooting Bo. Got some Bo supporters in the chat. FNL Productions in the Facebook chat. Hello. Mr. Lee Baldwin, how's it going? He's saying he was a gigantic Dukes of Hazzard fan, but This might be his new favorite bow.
Very interesting.
I like it. Yeah, dude, Bo's been rocking and rolling. I saw the announcement coming out. Looks like he's gonna be hanging out with you guys over in Bremerton area. That should be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I think his opponent better watch out. He's been practicing a lot of these money games, and he's starting to get tuned into this table today. Let me tell you. But yeah, got a little straight on the 7 and the 6. It's gonna punch it. Careful with the speed.
That's perfect. That tells you this guy's in stroke.
Yeah, nice shot.
Because this is going to be the break and run, the first break and run of the match.
Don't want to speak too soon. No commentator curse. Be careful.
I don't think the curse is going to do him any bad.
You say that now, but you never know. It always bites you when you least expect it. So, oh, nice shot there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. FNL in the chat saying, as a general rule, you don't want to bet against Filipinos. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to
unless you're a Filipino yourself.
I guess, yeah, if you're Filipino versus Filipino, that's fine. This is not the case, though.
It's not.
All right. And he nails this 9-1.
First break and run. Must be feeling really good about himself.
Wow. Big shift in momentum now. Bo's really feeling it.
And you can see from his body language. He has like a hop in his step now.
Yeah, Alan, you're right. He missed that angle last time. Yeah, that was basically the same angle he had on the previous rack, right, when he missed the 9. So effectively, had he made that twice in a row, looking like a 2-pack, but
I think he got the breakdown. I think even if he makes the ball 3 times in a row, I think
he's got it figured out, right?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think the way I like to see it is here in America, pool is kind of at one point or another kind of it was the peak, but essentially now it's kind of become America's pastime in a sense, and it's making a resurgence definitely, right, in the professional scene. Over in Europe, I think it's treated more as like a sport. You get into pool and billiards, you're an athlete basically. You're treating it a lot more focused in that way. But when it comes to playing the Philippines, it's a way of life.
It's a religion.
It's what you live and breathe by. A lot of people actually make their living playing pool. The difference between getting dinner that night or not, it's a big difference, and it's a big shift in the dynamic of how you approach the game for sure. Does he make a ball?
Nope, but he leaves the shot on the 1. But a shot on the 2 is not that easy.
Tricky rack. This 5 ball's going to be tricky.
And Prathamesh is saying that he did not break from the break box.
Oh, it looks like they're talking about the break angle. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So what they're discussing here is the fact that the new break box rules are actually, the line is drawn from the 1 diamond to the top of the rack. That line bisects the kitchen line, or the second diamond line across, and that's the point in which the break box starts. So the break box is kind of between about a diamond and a half in from the left pocket to a diamond and a half away from the right pocket. And so what I think Bo was thinking is that the break box was directly in front of the first diamond up in the kitchen. So that's why I think he was just slightly out of the break box. And so I think that's what they were discussing. But it seems like both players agree, and it's not too big of a deal. I mean that could have been maybe an effect on as to why he made a ball in the previous shot. But at that point, it's too late now. Slightly different angle might benefit him a little bit, but I don't know how much of a difference it made. Roughly, as long as you're still breaking within some sort of box, it's still pretty tough break, especially with a 9 on the spot.
And I feel like this time there are a lot more clusters. It's not like a usual break.
Yeah, exactly.
It seems very different.
This 5 got clustered up, 7, 8, 9 are in the bottom right corner. So he didn't hit it as sweet as the other time. But
that was a sweet shot, though.
Yeah, big opening. Wow. And this 4 ball looks like it does go into the side pocket.
The 4 does go in the side pocket. Also, the 5 does go in the bottom left. Bottom right, sorry.
Yeah, bottom right. Yeah, it's got an opening now, so. Table has an opening. It's just, he's got to get a good line on this 4. It's really tight.
I think if he gets a good line on this 4, he's out.
Yep, that's pretty sweet because now he can stun across or even play it up and down the table.
I think he's
just
going
gonna
to put a little bit of draw.
Yeah.
It's not
FNL
bad.
in the chat saying Breaking Bad, great show, interesting drama. Yes,
or
indeed.
You know what? He can just like stun very slowly and take a long shot on the 5.
Yeah. I think that's exactly the shot. Yeah.
I think a little less angle would have been good, but if this goes, it goes.
This
And
helps
either
him
ways.
go towards the 6, though, right? As long as he doesn't get straight, it's usually pretty solid. So I think follow, stun, whichever you prefer. But he's got the natural angle to come towards the 6.
I feel you don't stun this one. I feel you just naturally play the ball and go towards the 6 anyways.
I think whatever you pick, you want to get pretty straight on the 6, and you want to
I
get
think he's
close
drawing
to it. I don't think you want to get too far away because
that's a good shot. And now, unfortunately, he has to draw straight back.
No, this is fine actually because it's cue ball where it is now. Looks like it
He
cuts to
wants
7.
it to be where it is now, ideally, so that he can get one rail out for the 8. But again, the draw shots are always tricky. Like you don't want many draw shots in your runouts. Like
I think this is fine. I think he can come straight back. It's got to get just right, and he's looking really solid. What a shot there. Good speed. Yeah, Alan in the chat saying we need another camera angle. You're right. We're working on it, We can only afford so many cameras at once, but if anybody wants to donate, you can help us out. There is a Venmo link in the description if anyone wants to help us get another camera. But yeah, eventually we're planning to get a few other cameras in the room. Hopefully provide some better angles.
Just one more rack with like one mistake and he's out.
Yeah, I think Bo's been spitting hot fire in the past few racks. He had a break and run the last one. Unfortunate miss on the 9 that gave him a shot 2 racks ago.
And now he's 12-7 up. That's 5 rack lead.
Yeah. Big shift in momentum. The Bo Show, it's back. We got drama, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if Prathamesh can make a comeback here. And let's see if the break box rules, how they come into play. We'll have to check it out. So dry break this time. But I think he's got the racking, break box position down right. Looks like he did put his cue ball in a little bit more. I wonder how much of that is playing into Prathamesh's head, but...
And the 2 barely missed the pocket.
Yeah. FNL in the Facebook chat spitting some fire, actually. Anyone trying not to tell me not to bet on Belonia, I will tell you that is pure baloney. Yes, indeed. Easy money. Hey, he's gonna be on FNL soon, right? You gonna tune in and watch that? It's gonna be a pretty good show. I think next Friday, I believe. It's gonna be on FNL Productions.
I think it's gonna be a good match.
Oh yeah. Man, Bo's been hanging out. Some people were starting to call him our house pro here, right? You gonna play him next, Sawmill, or what?
Oh yeah, if he needs some practice.
Yeah.
100%.
How about this? You versus Bo on the snooker table. And then on the 9-foot pool table.
I got him on the snooker table, man.
Are you sure?
100%.
Have you seen this man shoot on the snooker table?
100%.
All right.
Listen,
well, okay.
It's a different game.
Whatever you say. I saw him saying. I saw him playing earlier. He played the match with Prathamesh earlier this week. He ended up losing, but he left and whatnot. And Bo stuck around while I was playing some snooker. He hit a 25 break earlier, so
Not bad.
Not too shabby. I think the man knows how to shoot some billiards. You know what I'm saying? Nice touch there from Prathamesh. So what are you thinking here? A little bit of forward force follow, maybe?
I think he has enough angle to go 2 rails.
Yeah, play the 4-up table.
Yeah. And also in the side if he chooses to.
Yeah. Starting to see the touch from Prathamesh.
I think he's turning up the notch.
Oh, yeah.
He's like more concentrated now. He knows that he can't make any mistakes. He's 5 racks down. If there was any time for a comeback.
Yeah, this is the time.
This is the time.
I mean, we saw a massive comeback from him in the previous match.
Yes.
He went, what?
From
6-1
6-1 to like
it was
15-7.
Yeah, 15-7, 15-9 or something.
9.
Yeah, I think was the final. Yeah, it was a big shift in momentum. I think he had a spurt where he went 8 racks to 1, I think, was the... I don't remember how many racks in a row it was in that spurt, but it was pretty big comeback.
I think like this is a little back cut, this is a little awkward.
A lot of pressure though on this run out. You don't want to be. I mean, the difference between 13-7, 12-8, pretty massive because being one away from the hill.
And also you have a break because it's winner breaks. So you feel like you have a little more control of the situation.
Mm-hmm. And of the two players, he's been making more balls in the break. He just hasn't quite gotten the runouts.
I think this is a great shot.
Oh, yeah. Look at that speed.
Yeah, he checked the ball a little bit from the cushion.
Yeah, he's perfect. All right. He's queuing high, but that doesn't mean he's going to put follow.
I think he's just going to stun. That's what he does when he... I think
yeah.
Every time we see him like queuing high,
really high,
he always stuns the ball.
Yeah, exactly. That's so interesting. That's what's wild to me. He's kind of in between, though.
It's like Francisco Bustamante. Like he lines up the ball pretty weirdly in the bottom left or something.
He does it on the bottom. Like he's almost touching the table with his Q-tip, right? Yeah, it's like the opposite. And then he just comes up to what he's going to do. It's like Prathamesh has the opposite of Francisco's.
I think he might be fine. I mean,
he's got it right there.
He's shaking his head, but I think
he's good on this ball. All right, high address of the cue ball, comes down and stuns it. He's going to roll it forward. Yeah, just rolls it. Nice speed. Oh, that ball did not roll far enough.
And at this point of time in the game, I think that's very demotivating.
Oh, man. That was weird. It's almost like, it's like he kind of purposely shot it into the rail a bit, but I wonder if that ball rolled off a bit. I don't know.
It's hard to say.
If he had hit it a little bit harder, I'm pretty sure that ball is dead in the pocket, but it just seems like that part of the rail, something kind of grippy. I mean, he didn't really shoot it into the heart. He shot it at the rail. But he definitely tried to slow roll it a bit. Oh, watch out, side pocket.
Oh, it's too close.
The drama.
It is almost straight shot, but then again, it's too close to the rail.
Yeah, I think luckily it's not perfectly straight because these shots being perfectly straight and on the rail, always a little bit stressful. Not easy, though.
Yeah, but I like that he's taking his time. He knows this is an important shot. And then if he makes it, he goes 13-7 up. Just taking a lap around the table, just reconfirming his angle. standing behind the line of the shot. If anyone's learning anything from this,
Yeah, big
it's
like,
like
shot. Ooh, that's a tendency.
is he gonna leave it though?
Yeah, I think he's left a shot. Wow, big miss there. Massive rack, this one. It's still a tough shot. He's not out of the woods.
But I think Prathamesh at this point in time he's gonna go for anything.
Yeah, you favor him to make this, I'm pretty sure.
I think he makes it.
Just be careful with the cue ball. It's going to be zipping around the table. FNL in chat saying, busty warm-up strokes are always aiming to miss cue. I heard that he said he doesn't want the cue to block his view. All right, are you just trying to drop some rhymes in the chat right now? Lee Baldwin. He is a musician. Wow. Overcut that and still made it in the pocket. And the cue ball, it's aiming to try to go scratch, but the speed's not there. So nicely done from Prathamesh. 12-8. Big difference. That was a big rack.
That was a huge rack for Prathamesh.
Yeah.
Although the difference might be 4 racks, but once you have a little bit control with the break, and especially after missing that 8 ball, you get a chance back to make that 9.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty huge.
Well, it was 7-6 Prathamesh, right?
FNL Productions was talking about Bustamante, and I think I'm dead serious.
Oh.
I also was listening to the Action Report TAP podcast with Francisco once.
Yeah.
And he said the reason he started doing that is because during playing cash games back in the day, he didn't want to let people know what spin he was using.
Exactly. That's
so he would always aim at one spot, and at the end he would put some English on it so people would not know what exactly shot he was playing.
Yeah, he's trying to hide the spin that he's putting. Exactly. Because you can't tell if he's doing on the last stroke necessarily. I think that's the thing. But I mean, nowadays that doesn't really matter anymore. I think all the secrets are out.
All the secrets are out there, DVDs and all you can buy.
Yeah,
you can come to a local pool hall, ask a local pool pro.
Exactly, or just look up some videos on YouTube and
buy them a couple of pints of beer, and I think they'll.
Yeah, if anybody wants to come down and
buy
me a pint of beer, I'm down.
100%
for showing you how to.
And I can attest that Christian's a really great teacher.
Maybe. We're working on it. It's
so does he leave the 1 ball?
Does he leave it?
It's hard to say. I don't think it goes.
No,
but I think he can see it.
Yeah, I think just the left edge of it. I think we needed to get the diagonal cameras. If we get one angle down the one diagonal, one angle down the other diagonal, we'll be able to see all these lines perfectly.
I think you need more cameras.
Yeah, over time. We've only got we got 2 snooker tables covered and 1 pool table. I think if we get 2-3 more cameras in the next year, 6 months or so, we're going to be locked and loaded, ready to go. You might have to kick at it. It's really tight. I don't know.
I think.
Yeah, he has an edge.
Does he have enough to make it?
No way. Yeah, it's the prudent shot. Solid, like, containing safety, right? But you might not like his next shot at the table, depending on where the white ends up on this shot. He's playing it 2 rails again.
I think this time he's good.
Nice.
That's perfect.
Yeah, great safety there from Prathamesh. This is also really tough because it takes away any 1 rail escapes besides the one between the 4-2, I guess. Wow. Good shot there.
I think he almost has to take the shot between the 4 and 2.
You have to come like to the bottom rail and up. Yeah, that's the only 1 rail escape. He can do 2 rail escape that way. Can you see where he's aiming? Like aiming to bottom rail between 2-6. But yeah, no 1 rail escapes besides that one that you're talking about. And even then, it's not natural. He has to kind of manipulate the angle, right?
Yeah.
He has to over kick it and then kind of
check it. It's really crucial when you're playing kick shots or any shots off 2 rails. Like the angle at which it comes off the first rail is very crucial. Because if a slight angle of the first rail means a huge deflection of the second rail.
Exactly, yeah. And then the spin also tends to take a lot more on the second rail compared to the first one.
Yeah,
for the
because
most part. If you're putting spin.
yes.
Yeah.
And I think you have to put some running side
Yeah.
just to make sure the ball reaches there at the first place without too much effort. Because you don't really want to be stunning in the rail because
he's going the other way.
it's almost like a Z shot.
Oh, yeah, the Z shot indeed.
But
Wow.
unfortunately, did not make it.
That would have been sick to see that, though. Holy smokes.
I just saw a frame of Carlo Biardo. I think yesterday he played the Z shot and made it.
Yeah, he did hit one, I'm pretty sure.
And it's pretty thematic that another Filipino player would do it after the great Efren Reyes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Carlo actually was like one of his mentees of Efren back in the Philippines. I think he took some hardcore coaching with him and lessons and stuff. Kind of like a mentor-mentee relationship, I'm pretty sure. I mean, so many players obviously have been inspired by Efren over the years. Kind of put the Philippines
and all over
on the map.
world.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All over the world. I feel a lot of pro players all over the world were inspired by Efren.
Oh, 100%, yeah. FNL in chat saying he smoked a cigarette with Bustamante and he told him about the match where Johnny Archer played him for 10 grand. Johnny broke and ran the set. And then Francisco said flip it and ended up busting him. Oh, did he run another thing or did he flip a coin to
I think that was like the tap report match, right? That was the match. Johnny Archer versus Francisco.
Oh, wow.
Are you talking about
Eight
the
ball.
tap report match, FNL Productions? Are we talking about the same match?
No, I think it must be a different one.
Because the one they met before, Johnny Archer just ran straight tracks and just like killed him.
And killed him, yeah. Maybe it is. I don't know. Yeah, player of the 90s. I think Johnny Archer was nominated or selected as the player of the 90s, player of the era of the 90s, or the decade. Player of the decade is what it was.
From Louisiana, yeah?
I don't remember. Or Chicago, maybe?
I think
No?
it's Louisiana.
Okay.
Because
Wow.
I saw a documentary where Ronnie O'Sullivan went to Louisiana.
Oh, that's right. He played Johnny Archer when he was there. That's right. Okay.
He got
Louisiana or was it Kentucky? No, I think you're right.
Louisiana.
Yeah. Wow. Turn of events there. Prathamesh with ball in hand. Came all the way up table and barely hooked himself on the 8. Good kick shot, though. But he's left the combination.
I think he's going to go for the combination. I think it's
You have to, right?
almost straight up lined.
Yeah, it's almost dead.
And the good thing is, I think the 2 is going to follow the 8, so it's going to be pretty close to the pocket. And I think the 3 sits in a very great spot as well.
It's almost like, the balls are almost like perfectly in a line, but it's got to be careful not to hit this too hard.
It's almost like a vision test.
Yeah. Yeah, the 2 was going to be going the other way. Okay.
But he got lucky.
Yep. Fortunate roll. Prathamesh has a kick and stick opportunity here, but probably going to pull out the extension. Oh, this might be... You might be able to reach this. Oh, nice cue ball. He's at least going to leave a tough shot on this. He's a little bit tabletop on the 3.
What do you think, back at bow?
Back up bow. You never know.
That rhymed, yeah?
Hey, we're here at the Bow Show, all right? This is how it works. Starting to make himself a little bit of a name for himself.
A little hampered queuing, perhaps, for a back cut?
Yeah, true. That is an issue. So Bo was telling me, I don't know if you see these here in front of me, but Bo makes his own milk duds, is what these are called. Have you ever heard of this?
I know what milk duds are, but are those like tips or are those like actual candy?
No. So milk duds is a candy, yes, but milk duds are also referred to. Ooh, overcut it, back cut, overcut, Bo. He's gonna get a roll again though.
No, I think.
I mean, he hasn't really left a shot besides his combination. Tough shot. But yeah, milk duds. Basically, he takes Elk Master tips, which are generally known to be pretty soft, one-piece leather, pretty cheap in general, and takes them, soaks them in milk, 2% whole milk, goat milk, whatever you prefer. They expand a ton. They probably double in size or so. Then he compresses them with a clamp down back to the original size, and then he bakes them. And so I guess the theory is that, you're taking a really soft leather like an Elkmaster tip. Oh, I almost made the 8. So you're taking a really soft leather. You're basically filling it with a bunch of milk, and all the proteins and fat are kind of settling into the leather and getting absorbed. And then he compresses it all. And the idea is, to eventually get a tip that plays like an Elkmaster in terms of like holding chalk and everything. But it helps keep its shape. It's harder. Mushrooms less, kind of all these different advantages of it. Some people believe in it, some people don't, but I've been playing with it, and it actually plays pretty well. And he brought me a couple other ones, so I'm going to try them out.
Does Bo play with one himself?
Yeah, he plays the Milk Dud himself. So there was a shot he played, I think, not this one, but he played against John Mosseri last week, a guy down from Anchorage, Alaska. And there's a shot he hit, I think it was like 2/3 distance pot from object ball to cue ball. And he screwed the ball back table and a half distance. Kind of like a full table. Oh, nice shot there. It was like a full table draw. Back hit the bottom rail, and he drew it back up to the table to like the center of the table. You can go back and watch it in the YouTube video, and it was massive, massive shot. But he blames that one on the Milk Dud. So we'll see. I put one on my snooker queue earlier, so we'll see. We'll see how it plays. Ooh.
I think that's a good
smart
outcome.
shot. Yeah, smart shot. He actually would have been not like that if he hadn't made the 4, because he got perfect on this 5.
So, FNL Productions is talking about a match between Johnny Archer and Efren Reyes, which went head-to-head. I do remember that match.
Oh, yeah.
But I was talking about
You're talking about
Reyes and
Bustamante?
Bustamante, yeah.
Oh, Efren and Bustamante.
Oh, no, sorry, Johnny Archer and Bustamante.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this was on that, you said that tap, it was a podcast back in like the early 2000s, right?
Where they used to
like have some pro players
get
come
pro
in.
players and play matches.
And they had big money matches, etc. Yeah, I never wondered what happened to that
So
podcast. It was fun to watch.
SVB.
He was, SVB was on it a lot. I think Corey Deuel was on.
Corey
once.
Deuel, you have Alex Pagulayan was there, Bustamante was there, Johnny Archer was there.
Ooh, watch out, 9-ball. Oh, no. Wow, that's the only place he could have gotten to that would have messed him up. Yeah, I think
Efren does use Elkmaster tips. That is correct.
Yeah. Wow. The only place on the table he could have gotten to hook himself. I feel like you should have played that 6-ball forward, maybe. Tough outcome here. Wow. Oh, I think we're going to see it for the first time here at Ox Billiards. I think he's pulling out the jump cue. Yeah, looks like it.
Many people just like to use the shaft of the break cue as a jump cue instead of getting a jump cue itself. I've seen a lot of people do that.
Well, I think they make specialty cues that are called jump break cues that break at like the 2/3 or the 3/4 joint.
Oh, I think Albin Ocean has one of them.
Yeah, I think Predator makes one that's a jump break cue, like the Predator BK Rush. It plays as a break cue, and you can buy one that has like a 2/3 joint also.
Yeah, I think Prathamesh does have a BK Rush, but he also has a Predator Air. As a jump
air jump or something. Yeah. So Alan's saying
I think he's jumping with a full cue.
Tough to reach. No, he's
3/4 cue. Okay.
Yeah. Usually they're 3/4, 2/3 distance. Luckily, he's right-handed.
Ooh, great shot.
Wow, what a shot.
That was a great shot.
Watch outside pocket, though.
No, I think this is going to be a dicey shot again.
The drama. Wow.
Can't catch a break. But that was a great shot, nevertheless.
Holy smokes.
Ethan says I kind of want to get one.
Yeah, the
BK Rush.
Air Jump 2.
The Air Jump 2 or the BK Rush, which dismantles into a jump cue?
So the BK Rush dismantles nowadays. I think they started making some new ones that dismantle into a jump cue. But the Air Rush, or so the Air 2 is a jump cue. The Air Rush is the newest jump cue that they released. So I think the Air 2 was their wooden jump cue, and the Air Rush is a carbon fiber. But yeah, either way, all the cues
I wouldn't want
nowadays
him to separate, but that's just me. That's what Ethan says. He likes his jump cue as a separate cue.
Separate. Yeah, dedicated. Yeah, yep. It depends if you want to optimize more. But God, what a situation that he's in now with the 9-ball. Gosh,
what would you do, Christian, if you were in this situation?
I mean, dude, the cross bank and the corner bank is really the only thing that's on. If you look at this line, he might be able to reverse bank this, but it's a big shot here. Is he going for the corner? Yep.
I think, but he's going to leave the
tough.
9 very safe.
Ooh, drama. Drama in the building, folks. Yeah, for now, phenomenal action indeed. Players playing for 1,000 in the middle. This is a rematch from earlier this week. They played on Monday night, I believe. And Prathamesh took that match. They were playing for 600 in the middle in that one, but Bo said, I want a rematch and I want to up the ante. So far, he's got the initiative in this one. A big shot here, though. Oh, overbanks it, misses the cue ball in the corner, and I think he's left it. Wow, big shot. This would put Bo 1 away from the hill. Prathamesh has still got a long ways to go. 12-9, 13-8. Pretty massive difference.
This shot all comes down to keeping your head down, queuing straight, and making sure you don't jump up.
Nails it. How's the cue ball? Nicely done. Bo Belonia bringing the heat. The Bo show.
Like a lot of Filipino players, if you observe Bo's cue action,
yeah,
it's not like tight as like the modern European or American pool players.
Yeah.
It's like this long bridge is like more flowy.
Yeah, really long bridge, right? I think I've seen him put like almost a diamond and a half bridge length.
Yeah, I think like on the last shot, like you could comfortably put your entire hand on the table, but he was just on the rail.
On the rail, yeah, because he liked that more. Yeah, it's so interesting. Yeah, it's like you said. I mean, it's kind of a trade-off too. Part of it leads to maybe having a little bit bigger margin for error on the queuing, but
also feel it's like cue action. The cue action, the backhand is like, instead of going straight back and forth, it's like a piston motion or something like that.
Well, they break the wrist too, and the wrist is a lot bigger part of the action, right?
At the end, on the final delivery, the cue it as straight as an arrow, and that's what you want.
Yeah, of course.
So if he can make a ball on this break,
big shot. So now he's back in the break box for sure. Big break. Doesn't make anything, it looks like.
I think he's going to leave the 1.
Yeah, and the table's pretty split open. Now this is a tricky shot. I think he's got a little bit of hampered queuing, but not really.
I don't think it's hampered. I think he can get to the cue ball.
This is a big shot, I think, though. I probably would aim to hit the 8 ball full. It's such a tight window to get onto this too.
I think you just stun it with a little bit of bottom, come right towards the center of the table.
Okay, yeah, just play a farther away too. Okay.
But I think he's not gonna take that route. He's gonna do what you're saying.
Hit the 8 ball full.
Yeah.
Oh, nice shot. Nicely executed. So now
1 rail out.
3, 4. The 4, does it pass the 7?
The 4 does pass the 7 very comfortably.
It's based on where the 3 is, he might just play the 4 up table if he gets straight in. I don't know. It's looking like a pretty open rack though. 8 to 9 is not too tough, but
Alan says 2 ball will be a little tricky. I think 2 ball's fine.
Well, he's just solved the 2 ball really nicely.
Yes.
So after that, I don't know what are the big problems he has.
I think the long shot on the 3 to get to the 4 is a little shot that requires a little bit of concentration.
Yeah.
Because you might just lose the cue ball a little inch here to the left or right because you think the 3 is very close to the pocket.
Yeah, it's all about getting to the right of the 4, I think. He doesn't really have enough angle to play this and punch it to the left part of the table. I wouldn't want to flirt with the 4. So I think he could just draw this back a few inches.
Yeah, he's just going to go 1 rail and out. Yep, just like that.
Yeah, perfect.
And I like that he put a little more power to it, so the cue ball's a little more closer. So he has a little more control. So
well, now he has a perfect angle to come.
I think it's almost straight, this one.
Yeah, but I think he's going a little bit to the left, so he can shoot the 4 into the side pocket or up into the top right corner next.
I think you would want to shoot the 4 on the top right corner and just leave the cue ball there, because the 5 goes in the middle pocket, and you have a natural angle to come down towards for the 6 and
Yeah.
7.
And if you get too wide on it, you can always play up table and shoot the 5
Yeah, just
down.
a
Stuff.
inch of draw probably, or you can use like the 7 as a stop ball.
Yeah, as long as you don't leave yourself hampered on the queuing, I think
Yeah.
that's perfect.
And I think if he's dead straight, he just needs to stop right there. Like the cue ball, exactly where the 6 is. Sorry, the 4 is,
Mm-hmm.
or even
He can follow still, right? Either one is fine. He's queuing a little bit high, but I think he's gonna stun, like you said. Stop shot. Oh,
I don't
he
like
cut
this
it too
shot.
much.
Yeah,
Is he gonna leave it? Yeah, it's
he
there.
did.
Wow.
I don't like that shot. That pace.
Yeah, it was like it felt unnecessary almost. Like he was coming across to hit the rail and back out or something.
And did you see like even he hit the ball so hard, the cue ball moved so slowly because it was such a thick contact
Yeah.
that I feel like if you just like stroke the ball and even the cue ball like moves 1-2 inch on the right, I think you still have a great shot on the
Yeah,
5.
exactly. It's like it almost felt unnecessary a bit. The
But like
amount of
at
pace.
this point,
right?
like the nerves kick in, and like many people tend to go with the more firmer shot because
Mhm.
they want to stroke the ball out.
Mm-hmm. I
But
think
then,
that tends to be his like comfortable pace. It seems like he
Yes.
hits it pretty hard.
He likes stunning the ball, especially in snooker as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the stun positions, he really likes it. So, and also like these are unforced errors, right?
Yep.
I'm sure in hindsight he would do something else, but like you have 15-20 seconds to come up with a shot, and you're trailing 13-8.
Yeah, it's tough.
So it's tough.
Under pressure is really what it comes down to.
And again, this for like $1,000.
Yeah.
Uh,
Meanwhile, smooth stroke from Bo. Oh, doesn't want to get straight. Oh, he was tapping his hands on the table. He wanted to be on the rail basically, so he can come naturally for the 8.
I think he still has a little angle. He could cheat the pocket on this one.
Yeah, just a bit, but man,
Yeah.
cheating on these Rasson tables at speed, that's just begging for a
Yeah.
for a rattled miss.
I feel like you could.
Big stroke.
Yeah, he's gonna cheat a little bit on left hand side. Yeah, just like that.
Oh,
That's
wow.
perfect.
Watch outside.
That is perfect.
Oh, the spin caught him at the last minute.
Yeah. The spin
Oh.
got it closer to the 8.
Yeah, he didn't need the side. He just needed to draw it, I think.
Yeah.
If he had just put the draw stroke on, he would have been perfect. But the side spin, just pulled it right up against that 8. Wow.
But
Drama.
I think
Drama. He's taking the cut.
I mean,
It goes, right? It's just
it does
it's super
go.
tight.
It does go. The only problem is the center pocket.
Yeah, he's going to have to cut
because-
some side.
Because the distance between the 8 and the rail and the cue ball is so small that it's not. Even if you put a lot of action on the cue ball, it's not going to take it unless like it hits the second rail. Yeah, and that's not going to go in.
Tough miss there.
But good cue ball.
He's actually gotten pretty fortunate because it's on the rail, and I think the 8 ball's basically touching this left long rail as well.
Yeah, that's what Prathamesh is going over and checking right now.
Yeah, it's basically frozen.
If it's frozen, that's good news.
That'll help right in the shot.
Yeah. Because it's frozen, you have a lot of margin of error because it's so close to the pocket.
Oh, rattled it. Oh, no.
This is not going Prathamesh's way.
Well, this is not a terrible roll. He's kind of hooked him on this. Well, not hooked him, but he's kind of gotten him jacked up on this 9 ball. But you figure Bo's at least going to, at least make the 8 and take the long shot,
I think he's just gonna, yeah. I think he'll just power this through with the little top left.
Just top, right? Oh, wow.
Oh,
I think
he missed that. Yeah.
the left is what
The
messed him up
left
there.
messed it up.
Oh,
And now this should be straightforward.
it's pretty thin, but yeah.
It's
Yeah,
also-
Prathamesh is
yeah.
a favorite to make this for sure.
It's also very close to the pocket.
Yeah, this is a gimme. You just got to be careful with the speed.
Yeah, and you don't want to obviously scratch.
I like shooting this shot and overcutting it a bit into the left of the pocket and shooting it with inside. and then you go 2 rails, and it checks off the left short rail, and it comes straight up the table.
That's exactly, I think, what he's doing.
Yeah, he's just got to be careful not to underhit it.
I think it's good.
Yeah, nice speed. Wow, drama. 2 missed 8 balls at the end of it.
It's 2 a.m. drama.
2 a.m. drama. Gotta love it. Doesn't even feel like 2 a.m. Sinks that.
Almost
rattled it in the pocket.
He'll breathe a sigh of relief.
13-9, Prathamesh. Big rack coming up. Both players sweating it out. We're here sweating the match. Thanks to everyone in the stream sweating it here with us as well. Pretty spicy shot.
That is correct. He did take a path of the least resistance.
Yeah, FNL. Same beautiful shot, Prath. Yeah, I mean, that seems to be like the kind of natural shot when you're overcutting it like that. And there's no world where you get enough right spin that you get it to come around the 9, so you just got to play it kind of its natural path and let it roll. The nice little shot there of the Aramith Black set. And a big break coming up. So, like you said, if Prathamesh is going to have a comeback, this is the time.
This is the time to have a break and run.
Yeah. It's a tall order, though. This break is not easy. But we have seen him make the 1 ball more often than Bo has during this match.
That is true, but the spread has been questionable.
Yeah, I think the spread keeps throwing him off a bit. So look at the 7 and the 4. See if they separate from the 9. If they don't separate too much, it tends to be that it's a racking issue. You see how the 7 is just glued to the 9 there?
Yeah, I did see that.
And so that tells me that there probably was a bit of a gap between the 1 and the 7. And when that's the case, you're hitting the rack from that angle, from that side. You're never going to get any action or power into the 7, and it just stays there. So I think it's indicative of a bit of a racking thing. And it is rack your own.
Yes.
So if you're not taking full advantage of your own rack, then you're possibly not maximizing your break.
So Bo is going to push out. He's probably not going to leave a shot. He did leave a bank.
Yeah, Alan. Yeah, he almost made the corner ball, and he got kicked out of the way.
And I think Prathamesh right now, I think he's going to go for the bank.
Yeah.
I think at this point you have to.
Yeah, Bo's surprisingly left it a little bit too high. I think he wanted to leave it on the top rail. Getting on this 2 ball is not easy, though. A lot of traffic to go around. Good speed, but
he's going to get
what about the traffic? Ooh, he might have held up enough.
I think he can go rail first.
Yeah, he might be able to go rail first.
Yeah.
It just held up at the end. Like I thought it was going to go behind the 3, but I think it stopped just in time.
But now the question is whether cue ball is going to end for the 3.
Yeah, you're going to run into the 8, right? You almost have to slow roll this kick and just take your long 3 ball cut. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you just have to concentrate making this ball, and as long as you can look at the 3, I think you should just accept a difficult shot on the 3.
It might just go actually direct. No, he's going rail first. Rail first and nudge the 8. Yeah, perfect.
I think that's good. And if the 3 goes through the top left pocket, no, bottom right for them.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah,
that's better. Yeah, because the cue ball then automatically goes forward and kinda hits the 7. And
no, I think he clears the 7. But yeah, he can nudge the 7 and still be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a big shot.
Depends upon how he wants to play it. If he plays it really slow.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's going to put some pace on it.
Just put all your energy into making this ball.
Yep.
Just nudge the 7, missed it.
And that's good. And
nice shot.
That's great. That's a great shot.
It's gotten a little bit farther probably than he wanted to, but it just means he has to be a little bit more speed conscious maybe on this next shot.
I think this is a very good example of center table position.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would ideally want to be on the left side of the table but near the center. So one rail and out, just enough speed for the 4 to just drop in the pocket.
There's a little bit of an issue, though, because from 5 to 6 is not trivial if you're on this left side of the table. You'll probably have to stun off the 5 to get to the 6. Or play short side for the 6.
I think you can play short side on this one.
But this is actually a lot of angle on this 4. It's going to be difficult to control. He can come 2 rails, though, if he wanted to. You're always playing it all the way down. And I think he didn't quite get the line he wanted.
But I think
if he had gotten actually, I mean, it was a smart shot to try to take the 5 up table. Because if he gets straight on the 5 up into the corner, he can just draw straight back down for the 6. But I think his line was just a little bit off.
I think now he has to be content with the snooker.
Yeah, have to play safe here. Take your...
And I think it's easier to send a cue ball near the 6 and the 8. That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, the 8's kind of like a backboard, right?
Yeah. Yep, and that's perfect.
Nice. Nicely done. Didn't glue him, but perfect speed.
There's still an option. I think the right-hand side rail is an option.
Yeah.
He might even call this middle pocket.
He's taking a look at the 2-railer also, I think. Yeah, he's taking 2 rails, and it looks like he's going to try to call it in the top right. What I like about the 2-rail type of shots is that you tend to hit the ball at more angle, and you tend to create a lot more separation, so a little bit higher chance sometimes of
This is safe. Really tough to hit, though.
Ooh, not for Bo, he said. Wow, look at that speed. I like the 2-railer. I'm a fan.
Back cut Prathamesh.
Back cut Prathamesh. Hey, we had back cut Bo earlier. Do we got a back cut Prathamesh?
I think he has to go for it. He's going to go for it.
Back cut Sawant. It's a tough one, but yeah, it looks like he's gearing up. Ooh, shot that with a tight little backstroke.
And look at the position.
Beautiful. Nice shot. Beautiful. There. Nicely done.
I think this one's for the highlight reel, yeah?
Yeah. And at a right time, too, because this is almost must-win territory.
And he had a very short window of position to land on the 6. And he did that. Now, he's going to go forward 2 rails towards the line.
He's perfect on the 7.
Yep. And now the ball naturally tracks towards the 8.
Yeah, perfect angle. Yeah, FNL saying he'd love it when you don't see it coming. He hit the shot at speed and got rewarded for getting close with the safety following it. Yep. Makes sense. Yeah, that was a big shot on the 4 to come down table and then play a good safe on the 5.
I feel the safe on the 5 really is opened avenues.
Yeah.
Because like Bo had to go for like a little tougher 2 rail where he felt more comfortable hitting the ball but didn't know where it was going to land. And then again, like that was a brilliant shot.
Yeah.
On the 5. Back cut Sawant.
Yeah, back cut Sawant. We got a battle here, folks. Nice on this 8 ball. These are the shots you got to focus on most.
And look
Great
at
speed.
That's really good.
Big shot here.
Let's also take a while to thank all the 12 viewers
Nicely
who are with
done.
us at like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Still keeping the spirit of pool up.
Yes, indeed. Thanks to all the viewers sticking with us and sweating this one out. My, oh my. 13-10. We got action. It's a little bit late. Both players kind of got started a little late. I think Prathamesh had a poker game. Hopefully he won some money.
I was there too.
Oh, you were there too?
He did not.
Oh, he did not. Oh, so this could go badly if he doesn't get a win here.
That's fine.
FNL saying, frankly, I don't want any part of either of these guys. What do you mean? What do you mean? You can compete with these guys. You kidding me? Hey, just call them out. I heard Bo's coming over to your place. Why don't you do a follow-up race with him afterwards? I think it'd be pretty good.
Alan says thanks. You guys are troopers. But I feel the real troopers are all the viewers.
Yeah, that too.
And then again, like look at this, like 2 players giving us a hell of a match in 2:30 in the morning. Like
this is what it's all about, folks.
Think about it. It was 12-7 a moment ago.
Yeah, 12-7. Yeah, now
and
it's back 13-8. I mean, I remember when it was 6-7,
7 all,
7 all,
8-7, 9-7,
10, 11,
11, 12.
It went 6 racks in a row, I think, to Bo's favor. So yeah, big there. But Prathamesh trying to make a comeback here. Big rack. So far, Bo's the only player to get a break and run.
Yes.
He was missed 9 balls short from another break and run.
Yes.
But he still got that rack. So
that was the 10th rack when he was missed 9 balls short for a break and run,
Yeah.
and 11th one he broke and ran.
yeah.
He made a ball. Prathamesh did make a
Oh
ball.
yeah, 7 ball down. Does he get a look at the one?
I think he does.
Oh no, I don't know. It's so close.
Oh.
He might have to cross bank it.
It will be very crazy
Wow.
if this went hill. You're right, Alan.
Yeah, this would be wild.
And
It's a
in
spicy
my heart
match.
of hearts, I really want this to go hill.
Just to see what happens.
Yes.
Yeah, the drama.
I mean,
the drama.
We've come so far, right?
Yep. I'll tell you, Bo does not want to go hill, that's for sure. I know Prathamesh is, at this point, okay with going hill, I would assume.
Oh, yeah.
I think the longer he can make this match run, the better for Prathamesh's favor. He's got a cross bank. Yep. The cross one. How does he hit it? How did he hit it, folks?
That is beautiful.
Oh, but
did he
this
get
6
lucky?
ball.
No.
Wow. Talk about lack of reward. Holy smokes. Just a big sigh there from Prathamesh. Wow, massive shot on the one. But no reward.
Yes,
Gosh.
Ethan. What a great shot.
Yeah.
But
And it
sometimes-
laid nicely, too. It was that nice little cross angle where you can still miss it, but just barely nudged this. I mean, the 6 got nudged to open up the cluster, but
He's going to go behind the 5 very slowly with the cue ball.
he's thinning. Oh, he hit it. Yeah, he hit it.
He hit it too thin.
Yep, didn't want to hit the 5.
He wanted to go behind the 5.
Yeah, at least kind of give him a containing shot. Now Bo can go offensive on this if he wants, right?
Yeah, I think this is a very fairly straightforward pot. Like-
Well, fairly straightforward, maybe.
I mean, it all
it's not
comes down
easy.
to technique. But like
Oh,
the
for
pot
sure.
itself is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, but
Like a little bit high ball, you just leave a slight angle to have the 3 on the side.
It's a lot of green. It's a lot of blue. It's a big blue sea out there.
It is.
A lot of distance.
It is. But I
But this
think
is
I think if I had to put money on it, I think Bo makes it.
yeah. This is the part of the rail though that kind of plays nice. Even if you hit the rail on the way in,
Yeah, I think it's
You'll be
even
rewarded.
better if you hit the rail on the way in, because you can like that hit a little bit thicker.
then you can get better on the 3.
Yes. But then you don't want to do it intentionally, of course.
Yeah. Oh, hit it too much into the rail.
Yeah, that's not the way to go. But
It's gonna leave it.
it is going to leave it.
Wow, big mistake.
And every mistake Bo makes now, I think Prathamesh has to step up and capitalize.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I feel somehow the pressure is starting to shift to Bo now. You see
Yeah.
him. You see him starting to get a lot more pressure shots. Maybe he's starting to feel a little bit more. I think Prathamesh he's kind of riding the coattails of like he's shooting more freely. It seems more like like the underdog should feel when they're have nothing to lose kind of thing.
Just
Right?
back against the wall. Only way
Yeah.
is up front.
Exactly.
It's full steam ahead, gung ho.
I think the way that Bo was shooting earlier, he's kind of feels a little bit more timid than earlier. Mainly because obviously he's been getting a lot of tough shots. Prathamesh has not given him really any room to breathe in these racks for the most part. He's been laying down some pretty strong safeties, or just leaving really tough shots. Oof!
I mean, that's still good.
Fortunate bump on the 8. Easily could have hooked himself if he hit that thicker.
Yeah, so he just has to stun it one rail. Not even one rail. Just stun it
Just
right
stun it.
across.
Yeah. Yeah, Alan's saying the 5 ball makes the 3.
Yeah,
with bigger
unfortunately,
pocket.
there is no early 9s. Otherwise, this would have been game over after this ball.
Well, no, he has too much angle. I don't think he could have even played 4-9 combo after. Unless he goes all the way across to the rail and back.
Yeah.
Game short over that position. But, yeah, no early 9, so it doesn't matter. But I think he wants to hit the 5 on the way in.
Yeah, I think he's gonna...
So he can open up the
he's
pocket.
gonna go to the rail. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is looking like 13-11.
Well, don't speak too soon. I don't want to tell you commentator curse again, but
There's
I'm
nothing.
trying-
no
I'm
such
trying
thing as
to-
commentators
trying
curse.
to counter it as much as possible.
It's nothing.
All right, I'll let you run free. See what happens. So you notice his left foot. You see how his heel is actually off the ground?
I've always noticed that.
Right.
Because he puts like most of the weight on towards the table. I feel personally that puts me off balance.
Yeah.
But that very weirdly works for me.
Wow. Well, talk about commentator curse right there. Missed 4-ball. All right, I'll be right back. You can keep it going.
So that's a good safety from Bo right there. I think he can kick the ball from the right rail and even call the bottom left pocket on your screen. I think if he gets a good full contact on the 4-ball, I think he might just make it. That is true, FNL Productions. Mr. Sawant does want Hill. And momentum is on his side. But one rack can change everything. If Bo goes on Hill, then it's mentally very tough. Yes, you do want to hit this kick shot very firm. Let's see how it does. And that was beautiful. Let's hope he does not scratch. And is he jaw hooked? Probably not. But yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. If you hit the ball almost full in the face, like there was a high chance of that going in. It doesn't look like he's not acting like he's corner hooked. But in the... Hey So Chang, how you doing?
All right, sorry, I'm back.
You missed a great kick
Wow,
shot
wow.
by Prathamesh.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Holy smokes. Mr. Sawant, he wants Hill. He's got the momentum.
Yep.
Oh,
Su Chang's in the chat as well.
Oh, we got Shu Chang back in the chat. How's it going, buddy? Should have been Shu Chang Bo in this one, from what I remember. But Prathamesh wanted some action, so he stepped up. Ooh, how's the speed?
I think it's good.
Yeah, perfect.
Back at Sawant.
Yep. Just wants to draw this, I think. Wow.
He has to be careful. He has to miss the center pocket.
We got action. We got action. Ethan said he bought a new alternator so he can drive to Seattle and play.
It's always great news.
Oh, is he? Wait. Is he doing the whole Q high drawback? That's my prediction.
I think he might just pinch this ball and take a long 9 ball. Because the way things are going, I think he's just comfortable getting a shot.
Is he going forward though, or drawing back?
I think he's just like drawing that bit drawing back. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah. You kind of notice that, I think, under pressure and certain shots, Prathamesh tends to shorten his backstroke.
Yes.
Just to make sure he's more accurate, basically, right?
Especially on the shots where the cue ball is very close to the object ball.
Yeah.
Like you really want a dialed in precision.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it really helps. So this is a perfect example of like you should just take your medicine. Like
just take the longer 9.
If you know that you're a good shot maker.
Yeah.
So and it's this
Big
point
shot.
of time in the match that you just want a shot at the 9, and this is really
Big shot.
crucial.
Massive
and
shot.
There you go, 13-11, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy smokes! Do we have action?
We do have action. 2:30 in the morning.
2:30. It's 13-11. Man, oh man, it's getting spicy in here.
It is.
Holy smokes! Prathamesh battling it out.
Players taking a little hydration break.
Bo's just waiting his turn. You know he's got more in him. He's got to close out this match. But Prathamesh says, I'm still here. Ox action indeed. FNL in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. If you guys have liked the stream, like and subscribe. I don't know about if sharing is going to do anything good now because probably most people are asleep. But, you know, like the stream.
It might show up as a later video on people's feed. So I think sharing is always helpful.
Yeah, makes sense. Let us know. We're Ox Billiards in Seattle, Washington.
Capitol Hill.
Heart of Capitol Hill.
And always welcoming new players.
Yes, indeed.
To
yes,
join
indeed.
the family.
If anybody wants to come by also, we maybe be able to set up a match for you as well. We got the stream set up now. We got the camera angles. We've got the Zoom.
Thank you, Alan, again for sharing the stream, watching, staying with us, and actively participating in the chat.
Yeah.
We really appreciate all the participation.
And it's been a fun stream indeed. Definitely makes it a lot easier when you get folks in the chat. When you have a commentary partner here in the booth, it makes it more enjoyable.
Who gets you hot dogs?
Oh yeah, the hot dog, that was crucial. Thanks for that.
Come to Seattle for some lovely Seattle dogs.
Seattle dog, yes indeed. All right, big break.
All right, let's see him make the ball on the break.
This is a massive wreck. Again, the 3-ball stayed frozen. You see that?
Yeah.
So now it tells me the gap was on. Yeah, same gap as before. He's constantly been hitting this left part of the rack, and that ball next to the 9 has just been frozen.
And also this time, like, more balls are dispersed on his right side.
Yeah, it's all the signs of the rack is not actually set as tight as it could be, you know, and it's not really getting the split. And I wonder how much of that also has been affecting his 1 ball no longer going into the side pocket, right? It could be that now the rack isn't fully tight, that angle off of the rack is not so easy for the 1, but
I think this is going to be pretty straightforward safety ball, the cue ball behind the 8.
this is perfect actually. This is a brilliant save if he gets it.
He
on.
did
Nice.
get it at the end, but not the intended way.
No, but I think the key part about that safety is he broke up the 3-9. So the only problem on the rack was that 3-9 that was basically unmakeable, right? At least maybe it went up into the side pocket or down to the right corner, but it was the biggest problem in the rack. And so solving the big problem and playing safe at the same time, pretty high IQ play, if you ask me, because it helps your chances in the long run. But a pretty straightforward kick, I think, right?
I'm surprising he's going
chance to
long
scratch.
rail, not the short rail.
So it did hit the 1 ball first.
And he
Otherwise, the 1 would not have moved. So a legal shot.
And I mean, that's a pretty good shot. Got pretty lucky where the cue ball ended up.
Yeah, hit it at speed so that it separated a lot, I think. Wow, FNL and the chat's saying Mariners made the playoffs tonight for the first time in 20 years. I didn't know that. Seattle pride indeed. Let's go, baby. Now, this is a back cut of all back cuts. There's no way he's taking it on, though.
I think the first thing you should do is get the rack template out of the way.
Yeah, I'm also of that opinion, but
these players are so much in the zone now.
yeah.
I think nothing's stopping them.
Gonna play behind the 9.
I think it's good.
No, he's gonna be a little short. I think this cuts.
I don't
He
think he
kinda
can
shrugged.
see it enough to cut.
Well, based on Bo's body language, it looked like he wasn't so happy with the shot. It definitely passes the 4-7.
Yeah, I think he's looking to double this ball down the table.
You think he's gonna bank it?
Now just leave the cue ball behind the 4. Just like that. I think Bo can still... Nah, he cannot see the
Nope,
ball.
he's got the snooker.
I think it's the 1 rail out.
It's a straightforward 1 rail. It's just a question of
where the 1 is going to end.
Yeah, what part of the 1 do you hit? You can try to brush off the top of it, send the cue ball down towards the 9. Maybe the 1 banks and comes back towards the cluster.
He's gonna, if he can, he's gonna, yeah.
Oh, you're going the other way. Okay.
Yeah, so the cue ball ends up the same place where it is.
He could cut this in, actually.
Yeah, he didn't want that to happen. He wanted the cue ball to go behind the 7, as you guys saw.
Yeah,
But,
more. He wanted to hit lower on the 1, right?
Yeah.
More cut.
But you just take what you get.
It's a bit of a containing safe, though. He's just left the bank shot.
I think it cuts in the center pocket.
It does, but you think he's going to take that?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it's...
The safe is higher, yeah.
And that's a beautiful safe shot right there.
Yeah, I think he's got him with the 8 and the 3. This is a long distance jump. I don't think the 4 is there, so he can jump this if he wants. It's kind of like... It's like half the 8, half the 3 are both covering the line, so I think he's going to bring the jump cue out. No? You could kick at this 1 rail, but the 9's a little bit in the way. Or the side pocket, I think, is a little bit in the way, too. He's calling it into the bottom left. He's on 1 rail. Good hit. Oh, they nudged the 6. Didn't want to hit the 6. Yeah, if his cue ball misses that 6, it might go up the table enough.
Alright, now the 2 to the 3 is a very important shot. And also the 3 to the 4.
Prathamesh got what he wanted, though. He's got first chance at this rack once again. It just seems like whoever gets the first opportunity is going to really... It's going to really come down to them making a mistake or just running out.
This seems like a pretty straight shot.
Yeah, it's pretty straight in. He has a little angle, I think, towards the 2. I think he's going to punch it at speed. Yeah, you have enough line.
Yeah.
Ooh, he came a little too far, though.
That's fine.
Well, he would have liked to come draw this back. I guess it goes past the 8, yeah? The 3? It goes past 4, 7, 8, but it's a little bit tight. It's a little bit like a 3/4 pocket, maybe. It would have been nice to get straight on the 2 so we could just draw straight back and shoot the 3 up table. Now, getting from 3 to 4 is going to be tight because he wants to be glued to this left rail for the 4.
That's a good shot again. If it goes, then I think...
Yeah, perfect. Perfect angle.
It's a perfect angle to go on the short rail and then...
Now it's all about speed. 5's in the middle of the table. So getting perfectly straight on the 4 is probably not ideal. He wants... Man, but that 7's pretty...
I think you have to get perfectly straight on the 4 and just draw back because I think there is no other way.
But
because the 7's too snug and then the window is like almost like 1 cue ball wide.
Well, looking at our line though, he can get to maybe a quarter of a diamond away from the left rail and still have a shot at the 4, and that lets him go forward and punch it 2 rails to go to the middle of the table.
He really wants to make this ball though.
Oh no. Everything kind of broke down.
He's left a combination.
So I wonder, he must have been playing to get on the other side of the 7, maybe.
Yeah.
And he could have at least played a safety on the 4 or something.
The bad thing about this shot is not that he missed it, but now he opened up the 7-4.
Yeah.
And now after Bo makes this combination shot, there are very few problems in this rack. And this could exactly is like what Bo is waiting for. One mistake.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can clear up and go on the hill and
this is a big run out here.
Breathe a little sigh of relief himself.
Yeah, because if Bo gets on the hill, you gotta think he's favorite with Prathamesh needing 4 racks.
Yeah,
still.
I think you need something to break momentum. You have to break the momentum.
Exactly. Definitely, all the momentum is in Prathamesh's favor, even though he's down.
I don't like this shot. Now this is too close to the rail for my liking.
Yeah, you see, he tapped on the table right where he wanted it. He knows he came a little far. He would have been better if he was straight in, right?
And also, you can't just roll this in because the cue ball has to travel something, so you have to put some juice on it.
Yeah, you have to punch it. You have to just follow, but you have to get hit with pace now.
Yeah, you had to get this rotations on the cue ball.
How do you hit it?
Not near the rail again.
It's okay if he's on the rail because he's going forward, right? It's pretty natural just to roll this ball forward. So it's okay that he's on the rail in this case because he doesn't have to check or he doesn't have to get low or anything. So I'm okay with being on the rail here. Watch the speed. Ooh, he's going to get close, but this is going to be good. Yeah, nice shot. Yeah, Shu Cheng, you're right. It was a little bit awkward on that that 5 ball, but looking pretty good now. Stun across, play in the other corner. Ooh, doesn't want to be straight again. Oh no. The curse of the straight shot in this rack. Holy smokes.
I think if he just like pulls it back to center, middle of the table again, I think he's good.
I mean, based on where it is, I think I just do a stop shot. Just take the long 9. There's no point in drawing it.
I mean, I inch back would be nice.
Okay, a little bit, I guess. Yeah, that's fair. He might be able to cheat it a bit, but it looks pretty dead straight to me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Inch back, and I think
you
big
see
shot. Enough of the 9 to hit it not that thin.
Big shot here. Oh, man. We saw Bo nail this one earlier.
Alan says cheat pick with high right. Yeah. That's a risky shot, especially when you're this.
Nails it.
And we have the
Wow.
first person on the hill.
Massive shot. Bo reaches the hill first. Holy smokes. Do we have action? Breaks the momentum. Prathamesh had, 3 or 4x in his favor right there. Came back from 8 down or something. 8, I think, was his score. Came back to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 7-12.
Massive. AFNL. Thanks, Lee. We're just trying to, we're just amateur commentators here trying to hang out and nerd out on pool, that's all.
Yes, that's it. And obviously enjoying this great action.
Yeah.
Like all of us. Prathamesh might not seriously get another shot in this match.
You never know.
Yeah, if like the way like Bo's been breaking, if he makes a ball, I mean,
big shot here, big
this
break
is huge. That's correct, Alan.
It seemed at first Prathamesh had the advantage. Now he's lining it up. Yeah, he's lining it up within the break box to make sure. But it seemed like Prathamesh more consistently making the one on the break, but there was that spurt in the middle where Bo was just nailing balls on the break.
Yeah.
Practically had a 2-pack.
But I think he's feeling more confident now. The momentum has been broken.
Mm-hmm. On the hill.
And that's it. He made a ball.
He made a ball.
Can he see a 1? Yes, he can.
Holy smokes.
And it's open table, guys.
This is not what's supposed to happen on the hill. This is never supposed to happen on the hill.
I feel like the way Bo has been breaking, I think kind of deserves it to get like few good breaks because he's been leaving the table wide open for the opponent sometimes.
Yeah, I think and I think that's a big lesson to take away. I mean, I don't know if Prathamesh he's going to be playing the US Open coming up.
Next week.
But I don't believe it's player rack. I believe referee rack is the plan from what I understand.
I don't think they have the referees on every table. They might because the US Open.
Yeah, maybe.
But if there's a referee on every table, then there's definitely referee.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a massive rack here.
But does US Open have the same new rules?
I'm pretty sure. At least that's what the European Open was, and it's a matchroom event, so I would assume so. But we'll see. If it's not, then it'll only be an easier break, not a more difficult one. So
I want more difficult breaks. I really like watching pro players have safety battles.
100%. I mean, look at this match too.
Because at their level, everyone can make balls, and that's pretty evident. People just run racks like left, right, and center.
Yeah.
But you can actually see really good talent, and how much of a cue ball they have on a string.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
they actually play those safety shots and get the cue ball exactly where they want to.
All right, big shot. Big shot here. Big shot.
Safeties.
This is the shot of the rack, I think.
And he nails it.
Where's the cue ball ending? Where's the cue ball going?
It's gonna scratch. Unfortunately.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
We got action.
Dude, what is going on?
We got action.
Holy moly. Yeah, you just felt like it was gonna be, like it was too good.
This match is not that straightforward. It never has been.
I know, but it just felt like a break and run was too destined in the cards, and he came straight into the corner. I mean, that was the shot. If he gets any angle on the 4, it was quitting time. But ball in hand, Prathamesh breathes a sigh of relief.
A nice path, taking the line towards the line of the shot.
Yep.
I like it.
He's a little bit going away from the 7.
I think he just like rolls forward and takes the 7 and and just follows the cue ball to take the 8.
He might need a little bit of left side, but not too bad. Yeah, Alan in the chat saying he was worried about the scratch. Yes, indeed. That was the key shot of the rack, 3 to 4. He got a nice angle on it too, is the thing.
Yeah,
It was
very
just
and
about
very good
gauging it.
stroke on it as well.
Yeah. This is a big shot. Doesn't want to get too much angle. Oof, this is going to be a tester. He's got the 9 there, so he can use that as a backboard to kind of stop his cue ball. This is all about just making a 7. I feel like there's no way he hooks himself unless he powers it too much and the 9 hits the side rail and comes across and blocks.
I think
him.
he just makes the 7 even with follow or like stun. It doesn't matter. The ball's gonna come out.
Just gotta make it.
Yeah, he's just gonna make it, and like back cut Sawant is gonna make the 8 even if he falls a little bit short.
Yeah, you're right, Shu Cheng. I don't think he needed that inside spin. Came too close to the side rail. It was a massive shot here.
He's going for the other side.
No, he's going for the top right.
Yeah, top right.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to go for top left.
No, top right lets him stop with the 9 ball. Oh no, he's missed it. Where's it going to send up?
Oh, it's going to sell out.
Oh no. That was the shot. Is the 9 was like a backboard, right? It would stop the cue ball, and he was gonna guarantee a shot at the 8, but it was all about making that ball.
And all Bo has to do, the last 3 balls.
Last 3 balls. This is.
And then he can call it a night.
This is tight. This is tough. Hey, no commentators curse. Remember what I said last time?
I'm not saying anything.
We are impartial while in the booth, right? That's how that works.
It is.
We love both players, both guys, local Seattle players, putting their hearts out on this one. Hits net with inside. Oh, do we have more drama? Holy moly. The one part of the table he needed to avoid was that 9, and he hit it dead perfect.
We got action.
But he didn't hook himself, so I guess he's trying to go above the 9.
I think he makes it.
This is not an easy shot. He did miss one on the rail. I think he missed a 9 ball on the rail. Kind of cutting it a little bit to the right, but yeah, you gotta wonder. You gotta wonder if maybe the draw shot was a little bit
We got drama.
safer there. Big shot here. Another massive shot. Holy smokes. Oh, no.
No.
Bo.
Can you believe it?
Yikes. FNL called it miscoming, he said. Holy smokes. How do you call this? Even this is not trivial to get back up to the 9. Wow.
I think you go rail first then.
Yeah, rail first I think is the call, but sometimes those rail first ones can be tricky. This one's not deep enough, I think, for it to matter. He might just hit this 8 ball first.
He's hitting
He's gonna draw
a little bit of.
He did that thing again. He draws when he's putting high cue ball address.
Yeah.
It's kind of in between, but it's a pretty makeable 9 in the middle pocket. Another big shot.
Yep.
Nails it.
12-14.
Cue ball. Holy smokes. We got action.
We got action.
So Bo gets on the hill. Prathamesh breaks serve. And it's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. We're going strong here. Almost 3 a.m.
Crack open another can of beer.
What do you mean? I only have iced tea in the booth. I don't know what you're talking about. Drama, drama, drama. Cold drinks all around. Well, we're glad to have you all here. Ox Billiards. Living it up in Seattle. Showing all the pool drama here. Man, it doesn't get more interesting than this. And Bo's going to be on FNL next week. Holy
it's gonna be amazing.
smokes. Lee's saying he has no interest in sleeping right now. Yeah, I mean, I understand. It's a tight match. 14-2. They're playing for 1,000 in the middle. This is the most drama we've seen since Northwest Cup, I'm pretty sure.
Again, thank you so much for 14 people tuning in at 2:45 in the morning.
Yeah, Shu Cheng, I wish there was a fast forward button, but Hill is not here yet, so we'll have to wait and find out.
Okay, Prathamesh needs a good split and one ball.
So he
he's
got a
got
split.
it. He got a split.
Did he
Can
get?
you
He
see
made a
the
ball?
one? It goes.
It does. You're right.
It does go.
Holy smokes!
But the 1 to the 2 is
It is super tough.
yes.
Actually, he might, if he has enough angle,
He
there
might
is a
just
chance.
roll a little forward and take the long cut.
No, there's no way he can cut the 2 after that. Really? So thin. What I'm thinking is if he can bend, if he can get enough, if he has an angle, he can stun, and the tangent line will go away from the 6, and the follow will take him and curve him around the 6. So he has to load it up with follow. Just
Yeah,
a ton of follow, and bend it around the 6. That was what he was trying. You see that? He
Yeah,
tried to
he
go
was.
around it, but
I
he
think
ended
he's
up
gonna
missing
get
the
lucky.
one.
He's gonna get lucky. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh
You-
man.
Holds his hand up
Yep.
as an apology, but he'll take all the
All the
luck,
rolls he can
all
get right
the
now.
luck and all the rolls he can at this point of time.
Oh man.
Ethan says, "I wonder if my queue is still there."
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It might be still here. I'll have to ask Mike. Just message him on Facebook or something. But man, oh man. Sorry, Ethan. We don't have time to talk about your queue. We got too much action going on. It's going one rail left side. Oh no, I did not like
Misses
that
that.
shot. I think I preferred doing 2 rails to the top right, around the top right corner pocket. Oh, Mike's in the chat. Yeah. We have your queue, Ethan. Confirmed. Me, oh my. This is actually 1 to 2, I think, is maybe the toughest part of this rack.
I think he can get to the
Just play it to
2.
the side.
Yeah, play it to the side. On the other side, I feel.
No. Shoot this into the left side pocket here, and then follow the cue ball to the 3rd diamond, and then come down the table. Yeah, just like that, where he's put his cue ball.
Yeah, I think
If you
that's
go
good.
the other way,
Yeah, I
the only
think-
problem with that is
yeah.
that you have more traffic to deal with, right?
Yeah, I know. I agree.
Here is just to get the speed right and get it to touch the bottom cushion in some way. And the 2 leads pretty naturally to the 4. And I think you kind of just want to get straight-ish on the 4. So follow this up. Make sure you have enough angle. Don't get flirty with the 8 ball. He almost got a little bit tricky with the 8, but
I think he's good.
perfect. Yeah, almost too much angle actually.
Okay, now he has to come exactly where he's pointing his cue at.
Yeah, get straight on the 4.
Yep.
But it's pretty severe, this angle. So he's going to have a good touch.
Of a little bit of inside English.
Maybe, yeah. But
Yeah.
I think this is where we see that little short backstroke that he does. You know, like little pull back. Yep. He's gone a little far, though. He's
I think
okay.
he's good.
The only problem is 8. Is the 5 doesn't go past the 6 up in the top right. So
Yeah, it does not. But
I
at
might
the
have to
same
punch
time,
this forward with some inside and then play the 5 in the same pocket, or the 5 up table.
I
the
think
top left.
he's putting a lot of outside, so he's gonna go for a top left pocket.
Okay, spinning it around the rails. I'll try
And
8
that
ball.
8 really did help him.
Yeah, kind of a fortunate bump, but he'll take it.
And
Stop shot.
stop shot right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a massive run here. Another short kind of backstroke, focusing on the accuracy.
I think he once told me that whenever things are not going his way,
Yeah.
he tightens up his cue action, makes it more compact, so it's less room for error.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
that tends to
think-
be the case where you don't pull back as far, and because your cue is already in the straight line, you just have less where your stroke can affect the line of the shot.
The only downside is less follow through in like
Mhm.
this long shots when you want to draw like half length of the table or like
Yeah,
put some inside or like outside and like come 3 rails out.
and you tend to poke at it more,
Yeah,
right? And that
exactly.
can also possibly affect you in negative ways, right?
You want to keep your cue action as consistent as possible, but then some people have different ways of dealing with different situations. And I
Yeah.
think this is like a best example.
Yeah, I think
of
you're right,
that
Shu Chang.
process.
8 to 9 is probably the hard part of this rack now. He's pretty straight on the 6 ball. Oh, he's loading it with... He's going to draw this back, I think. Okay, just stun. This is actually not bad. He wants to be on the right side of the table, I think, to swing the cue ball 2 rails for the 9.
I think he can take the 9 in either pocket.
But the 9 is so close to that rail. It's a
not
makeable
frozen,
shot.
though.
No, it's not frozen.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't think so, but it's a tricky shot nonetheless. It's not the shot you want to be shooting while, your opponent's on the hill. You want to be high on this 8 so you can go around 2 rails.
Yeah, it's not frozen.
It's not too bad, actually.
But I think he's going to come out 2 rails to the center of the table and take the 9 in the same pocket.
Yeah, 9 ball is not frozen, so he can shoot this up.
By the way, great camera work.
Thanks. I think
Is he going to go 1 rail out?
he might go 1 rail and 4. Yeah,
Nah,
I think this is
2
it.
rail was the correct.
That's the
move, yeah.
natural.
That's exactly where you want it to be. Ball in hand, you put the ball there.
Maybe I'd put it probably a little closer, but
But then you have to stretch.
nah.
You're a left-handed player, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm tall enough. Anyway, I'm not the one playing. All right, Prathamesh is shooting this ball.
I think
This is a big shot. Look at that. He's like addressing it with left spin. It's so strange.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's just something getting used to. And there
And
we
he
have it,
nails it.
ladies and gentlemen. 13-14. It's not over. Both players know it. We know it. You know it.
Yes, indeed.
We got action.
Lee in the chat saying, Christian, you're totally right. You want no part shooting the 9 up into the other corner. Yes, indeed. You remember that as strongly as I do. We had a match with Lee Baldwin in the past, and I got smoked in it. I was playing so bad, and Lee was bringing the heat. But it came down to this 9 ball, just like that 9 ball that you saw there. And I played for it into the top corner pocket and missed it. I proceeded to sit there and try to shoot that shot over and over again afterwards, and for the first 10 attempts, maybe I made it twice, and then I figured out the secret, and then I made it like 4, 5, 6 times in a row. But man, if you never shoot that shot, you don't actually realize how little margin for error you have for shooting that, even though you have a little bit of separation from the side pocket. Shooting that 9 up table, any sort of like little nudge at the cushion early on just throws the shot all the way off. You have to be perfect on the way there. But yeah, good call, Lee. You're right. That is a shot. Stun 2 rails, plate into the other corner. Let's get high on the 8.
And now we
1 away from the hill.
need 1 break and run.
This would be massive.
And then Su Chang's wish is going to come true. All our wishes going to come true.
Massive rack.
He does make 1. And he has a shot on the 2.
The 4 ball, though, it's not
He made
convenient.
back cut Sawant.
Yeah, back cut Sawant indeed.
He made the 1 on the side.
This 4 ball, though, is going to decide the rack, I think. You have to get perfect on it. It's such a thin cut since since the 7 is in the way. You could kind of do the nudge, like inside spin kind of ball first. And that does lead naturally to the 5. You just don't want too much spin to get the 8 in play, but it's going to come down to this 3 to 4, I think, and then 4 to 5. Because the 6 leads natural to the 7, 7 leads natural to the 8. Tough rack. It's a big shot here. And the 3 to 4, 5. It's a lot thinner than it might look, too. Watch out, traffic. Oh, had to play it the other way. I don't think he has a shot now.
I don't know either.
Yeah, this doesn't pass. This 9-6. It's close, actually. It might have like a half a pocket. Either way, I think the safety is actually the more prudent play because it's pretty straightforward. When the balls are this straight, lined up, and you can pass the object ball you're hiding behind, in this case the 9, just roll it forward and get the rail. Yep, nice shot.
That's good. I think, but he's a simple 1 rail kick though.
Yeah, he hit it a little bit too. But like I said, the 4 is not in a runnable position. So if you're Prathamesh, you're still feeling pretty safe, even though you left it over the pocket. But there is a chance he kicks at this and he splits the gap between, and he gets the cue ball up table enough, and he can get between 8-9, or even between 6-9 if he has that window. He'll have a chance to play his safety, but he's got to get a look at the 4 if he makes this 3. No, hit it way too much spin. Tough miss.
So
He needed to go 2 rails to get the position, but he just loaded it up with way too much spin, and it took really hard off that first rail.
So what do you do about the 4 now?
So here you have a couple options. You can line up the 3 to cut it into the bottom right and draw into the 4 and try to break it up that way. The only problem is you risk getting behind the 7 and not making the 4. Alternatively, you can try to shoot the
So even if you make the 4, then the 5...
You should be able to make... Yeah, you should have a look at the 5, I think, if you make the 4. But Shu Cheng, there is no 3 foul rule. They're playing with call shot 9 ball. No 3 foul rule in effect. Oh, and he missed it. Watch out, 6 ball.
I think 6 ball helped him.
Yeah. This is a tough situation. I think that is the shot, basically, what he tried. But I think he needed to be a little bit more straight in. It's tough to judge that, especially because it depends on how much draw you get, right? If you're expecting yourself to get more draw, you play with a little bit more angle. If you're expecting yourself to get less draw, then you play with less angle.
And also draw is pretty difficult to judge, like where exactly the line is going to come.
Yeah, exactly. How much it's going to travel on the tangent line before it
That's why moving forward is way easier because you can predict the cue ball part way accurately.
Yeah.
But draw, you have a huge margin.
And that's where I think there was an argument to say that the 3 ball combination...
The 4 ball is not frozen to the rail, Alan. Sorry. I think he just sticks the cue ball where the 4 ball is. If he can hit it full ball in the face. What do you think about that?
No, he can't hit the 4 full. He has to kick at it, right? I mean, he can thin the edge, but he risks a high chance of not leaving a shot. He's going to kick at it soft. Just nudge it. Does he leave the combination on?
No.
I mean, it depends how much separation this could go, but I think the safety is actually pretty straightforward here. You can thin the edge of the 4, miss the 6, play it up table, and get behind the 8-5. He's going to leave it down there. He would like, though, to open up at least enough for a ball in hand situation to work. Does he have enough speed? Yeah, that's a good shot. That's a really good shot because now he's opened up the 4-7. Yeah, the 4 definitely passes now. And he's played safe in the same shot, right? It's that same concept of before. Remember when he hit that safety earlier with the ball in hand? Or no, the 1 ball, he crashed it into the 3-9 cluster and played safe at the same time. So now a lot more pressure on the shot because Prathamesh knows if he doesn't get this hit, the table is open.
Yeah, I think he needs to kick on it on the right side and just make it.
Kick 1 rail on the right?
Yeah.
Looks like he's trying to swerve. I don't like the swerve at all. I do like if he has enough angle, left side rail, bottom rail, come underneath the 4 and kick and stick and get the 4 up table far enough. A lot of good things can happen in that shot, but I think the 5 is a little bit too much in the way for that. Looks like he might jump at this. I don't think I like the jump either.
But I think he's trying the jump bank.
Well, the problem with the jump bank...
If he gets a full enough hit, I think he might even get a safe.
The bank might not go. It looks really tight. The problem with the jump bank is that he's going to be bouncing first, and then he's going to hit the 4 at elevation. And when that happens, if your cue ball is hitting the 4 while in the air, on the way up especially, high chance that cue ball is going to fly off the table. And especially because of how far... If the 8 was closer to the cue ball, it'd be a much easier jump. Because he wouldn't have to worry so much about getting airborne up the table. But if he, I personally don't like the swerve here. I think I prefer the. Oh, he got it. He got enough. Does anything come to the rescue? It's gonna leave a shot, I think.
It's very hard to say whether the 4 passes the 6, but I think it does. But the cue ball is very tight to the cushion again.
Yeah, we know. Bose made some tough shots off the cushion, but he did miss that 9 earlier. So definitely not an easy shot here.
Su Cheng says I might just shoot 8 into the 4 and 7.
Oh, okay,
just to tie it up.
Just to tie it up, yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad idea too. This is a tight pocket for sure. If it goes, it's a tight pocket because this 6 ball is definitely obstructing something.
And also there is no guarantees about the 5-ball afterwards.
Yeah, so good on Prathamesh to get contact here, at least on the swerve. I didn't really prefer it, but he did get enough of that rail to at least make things difficult. So I wonder if the cross bank is on. The double kiss is a high chance, I think. And I think the 9-ball also plays in the way of
I don't
cross
think he's
banking
gonna
the 4 into
go
the bottom
for a
right.
cross bank. It's too risky at this point.
Yeah. I do kind of like, actually no. You could bank this 4 to the bottom rail. Get it tucked under the 6 while your cue ball goes across. Maybe gets behind the 9. That's also kind of risky though. This is a tough spot actually. This is a massive shot because you got to feel momentum's on Prathamesh's side right now, right?
I think the mentally, yes.
Yeah. Went for the shot.
Did not make it. Did he get the save? I don't think so. It's wide open.
He's left it.
It's wide open. All he has to do is draw a tad bit behind.
Wow.
Which is not easy to do at that distance.
Drama.
But he has a shot. I think Prathamesh is just going to go straight ahead.
He's doing his stun cue line, so.
No, what a great shot.
Yeah,
that was a great shot.
I told you, the stun. He queued up high, and he came down and stunned it. Perfect.
I like that how he did not take much time. He just played it like it was any other shot.
I actually don't know if I like that he didn't take much time, but
it's like calming his nerves, right? He didn't let the nerves get to him in a bit.
I think you'd be saying the opposite if he had missed it.
Oh yeah.
You'd be like, oh, he didn't take enough time. He was just a little bit too rushed. But anyway, yeah, I know what you're saying. He treated it like it was no big deal. Like he made it look easy, right?
Yes. It's like almost like nothing to lose attitude.
Yeah. He's definitely shooting more freely out of the two players, right? He knows he has to take the risks. He's got to go for it. All right.
He'll maybe, fingers crossed.
Do we fast forward to it or do we just pause it here?
I think we fast forward to it.
Fast forward to it?
Yes.
This is a pretty big shot. This doesn't lay super easy for the
No, I think you just draw 2 rails out and
he's coming back.
wait on the center, yeah. Okay.
Good speed.
Yeah.
It's got a good angle to come towards the 9, so.
I mean, it's just the straight follow. Or you can just kind of stun it right there.
Yeah, I just follow it 1 rail and come at the 9.
Or you can just stop the ball right there.
Yeah.
Almost at this point you can do anything.
Bang, bang. Big shot. Whoa, he went around. I don't know if I like that. Oh, no.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Not expected.
What was that? He went around. Why did he go around? Did he think he had too much angle? I mean, based on our camera angle, didn't seem like it was that much.
No, I don't think it was that much either.
In the worst case, he could also just put a little bit of inside and check it off the rail.
Even this camera angle, the one, which is the horizontal one, if people can see, they did not have much angle.
Yeah.
But it's all said and done. It's all behind him now. He's had to put his head down and just make the 9-ball.
Yeah, this is tough.
Give the audience what they want.
Wow, drama. Bank shot or cut?
Just cut. Yeah, he's gonna cut.
Tough.
He's gonna cut it 100%. You don't bank this 9.
Ill advised, as if FNL. Shucheng says it's okay to soft roll sometimes.
He's queuing with a lot of outside.
Yeah, he's putting outside well on the rail. Big shot.
That's in.
How'd he hit it, folks?
Wow. Hell.
Wow.
Hell.
What a shot.
We got action.
Recovery indeed. My goodness. What is going on in this match? We went from Bo possibly breaking and running on the hill to scratching to back and forth and Prathamesh almost messing up that position on the 9.
And remember, it's Prathamesh's break.
It's Prathamesh's break.
He's been making balls on the break.
Wow.
That's correct.
Wow.
FNL Productions. Unbelievable. And I'm really glad that all you guys are here to witness this.
Yes, indeed. We're here at Ox Billiards in the heart of Capitol Hill, Seattle, Washington. Hill, it is. It's that time.
It is that time.
Looks like a quick bathroom break. Big rack coming up. Holy smokes. I honestly did not think it was going to go this far. I thought for sure somebody was going to run away with this one a little bit because
I thought Bo was going to run away at the point when
I thought so
he was
too.
7-12.
When he had to like 7-12, I was like, yeah, it's going to be over if he gets to cut another 2 racks. But Prathamesh fighting back. Hill thriller. Man, oh man. The drama, man. I mean, he's looking at this shot too. Yeah, remember when he missed this one up the rail? That was a massive shot. If he had made this, it would have been quitting time as well. Nails it there, of course. All right, looks like the players are taking a quick break, so we will also take a quick break. All right, we got action, folks.
We got action.
Race to 1, 1,000 in the middle. Quick player break.
The way it's supposed to be.
Yep. We have a friendly wager here in the booth. I won't say who's on which side, but if you've been listening to the stream, you might be able to predict that. You never know.
Yes.
But it's a tight one here. Holy moly.
All I'm going to say, it's a good time to put your bets down.
Yeah, it's a good time, right? It's last rack, man. Anything can
Lag
happen.
for the last rack? No.
Anything can happen. It's massive.
Prathamesh has got his glove on for the last rack.
Lee says if Bo wins, he can afford to get his hair done. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he could. This is a big one, though. Prathamesh won the last one, so...
Did Prathamesh have a glove on when he was playing?
Yeah, he's been wearing the Predator.
Oh, okay.
The red Predator glove. He is breaking in this one, so...
And this is when he
advantage.
doesn't want gaps in the rack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pretty sure he's been breaking a lot with a lot of gaps. And it could just be the subtlest of gaps is the thing. Got to make sure this 1 ball and this 8 ball are tight.
Yeah.
Because
the 1, 8, 9.
Yeah, the 1, 2, 8, 9. All 4 of those are tight to the rack, then it's going to guarantee a nice spread.
$10 for Bo. Suchang, you know what? I'm going to take that bet.
Oh, we got double action. I put 20 on both, so now we got double dipping happening. Shu Cheng in the YouTube chat, so if anyone wants to follow up with him, hit him up there. Big rack. Let's see if these balls are tight enough.
Suchang knows I'm betting, man.
He knows you're a betting man. I see. All right, for all the marbles, race to 1. Lee says Prath is an athlete. Pool is a sport. Quote from
Let's see him make a ball in the
Strickland.
break.
Oh, one ball down.
2. Okay, that's great. He needs a shot under 2. Does he have a shot? He does have a shot on the 2.
Wow. Big rack.
It would be really nice. You know what? I'm not going to say it.
Go ahead. Commentary doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the match at all.
I said it would be really nice to have a break and run.
I mean, that's what I was saying in the last one, but you never know. Big match. Big rack. He's got to look. So.
All I know is we got action.
All I know is whenever it comes hill, it's never that easy. It's never that simple. Oh, man. Nailed it, but where's the 8 ball? It's there.
I think he's good.
Wow.
That was very risky. That short selection.
Yeah, man. And he also just rifled it at pace. I don't know if I would have shot it that hard. Because you can easily just follow that with a nice, simple stroke, and you play it to the middle of the table, and it's so much space to play there.
But it's the nerves, man.
Yeah, it's the nerves. He's clenching.
You know, he's like, don't fix what ain't broke.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, he has to dig down a little bit. This is
a big shot.
Yeah.
Every shot is massive now.
Ooh. Oh, no. But does he get the save, though?
Wow.
He does.
He's left an edge.
He's left a thinnest of
just a thin edge. Holy smokes. Oh, can't say Bo didn't have at least a shot. But, man, would he have loved to have a look at this? You know, if Bo had a look at it, he'd be gearing up to get out. But safety battle, indeed.
Oh, yeah. That's what you expect from last rack.
I'm telling you, it's never that easy.
It's never that easy.
It's never just going to be a break and run in the last rack. It's not possible. Only if you're like the likes of Jason Shaw or some shit like that.
Like any other pro.
Yeah, exactly. That's like the only case where you can really make it.
Oh, he's trying the one rail kick. Wow. I think it's a little bit risky.
Well, I like this one rail kick if you soft kick at it, because you have a high chance of
getting behind. He really has to miss the 9. It's not looking good.
He's kicking at it?
Yeah. He called the bottom right pocket. He's looking at it again. He's using the mirror technique. If you
I see what you mean. He's going around the 9.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. From this angle, it looks like he can do it. It's close, but it looks like it's on because the part of the rail he has to hit is.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about the part of the rail. Like the ball coming out should not clip the 9.
Yeah, but the part in which he has to hit deepest on the rail is almost in line with the 9, it looks like. And that'll guarantee that he gets around it, you know what I'm saying? There's a chance that he can make this. I don't think it's impossible.
I think he's hoping to make it.
Yeah, but the risk is it's all risk here.
It's all hill. If it's now or never, baby. And is
the 4 in the way?
Oh no!
Wow,
I think he has enough ball to make it.
Yeah, I think it's cuttable. Wow.
Yeah.
I think you called it, Lee. If you do this type of shot, you're gonna leave it hanging if you miss, and he did leave it pretty much on. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it's cuttable. I think you can.
Wow, interesting decision there. I feel like the soft kick was the underneath the 9 was the at least higher percentage to get a safety, but.
Or I feel you would punch it so that even if it doesn't go,
that
you have distance.
Yeah, you create more distance, and I think that's what he was trying to do with a lot of spin too. He got a lot of movement with the cue ball, but
let's see.
He got millimeters away from hooking him on the 4 too. So yeah, it was there all day.
Okay, all right.
He's gonna be going away from the 5, but he's got plenty of space to cue on the cue ball with any spin he wants.
This, I think, it's a very.
It's all about the 7. Really.
Very thematic snooker shot.
Yeah. But he has to avoid the 7 ball, right?
Yes, avoid the 7 ball and put a little bit running side so it like goes
Comes around
in
the 7.
and yeah.
I think
Almost like a 2-rail shot.
yeah.
The 2-rail towards the 7.
I mean, synonymous with like shooting the blue into the middle pocket, missing the green, missing the brown, and going between green and brown.
But the only difference here is like coming off the first rail, he wants to hit the second rail a little closer to the middle pocket.
Yeah.
So he has a little shallower angle.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a big shot. He could try to aim around and go around the 9 ball too.
I think he's gonna go forward instead of taking the
stun.
draw because I think that's like a sensible. Oh no, he
went
did it all.
way.
Okay, I think that's good too, but it's a little more angle than he would have hoped, which is fine.
No, this is good. He's got the out here. He just has to hang in and
again, like he has two options. Either he can go straight up with like a little inside, or he goes towards the line of the shot with 2 rails.
This is a massive shot. Here, you have to commit to going either 1 rail or 2 rails.
Yeah, 1 rail is a little tough.
You can't go in between.
Yeah, you can't go between.
Because if you go in between, this is where you see weird things like scratching in the side pocket.
And I feel like 1 rail is like I like the idea of going 2 rails because 1 rail you have to put a little bit of inside and ball becomes a lot missable.
Yeah, the side pocket is very.
Yeah, I like this. Okay.
That's a good shot. Wow, massive run out if you can get this. Hill. This is huge.
Okay, so this he just straight follow. Right?
Yeah, I think just straight follow this. You don't want to be straight on the 8 ball. That's it.
Yeah, you just somewhere near the middle of the pocket, and I think you're good. So middle of the table, sorry.
Yeah, middle of the table is fine. Yeah. As long as you went some angle on the 8 ball.
Yeah.
Because
I think you're bound to get some angle on the 8 ball.
You don't want to be cutting this 9 too much.
No.
You want to get straight in.
You want the 9 the same as he got in line last rack?
Yeah, exactly.
He's
middle table.
Yeah, middle table, I think. Yeah. So Chang says, watch out the side.
Yeah, watch outside on this one too. But he checked it.
The cue ball needs to slow down. I think that's perfect.
Yeah, that's good.
I think that's perfect.
Now I wonder, like.
Now what do you do, Christian? Do you go below the side pocket and take a longer shot on the 9, or do you come closer to the bottom half of the table to get a closer shot?
I think if you're comfortable with the right angle off the side rail, you shoot this to come at the 9 directly.
I feel like he's just gonna go across because he's like, you know what? I've been making balls, and if I see that, I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Now there was a massive shot in the previous match where Prathamesh had a straight in 9 into the side pocket and shot it at pace and missed it.
Yeah.
So does that come into play here? I don't know.
I think
it comes straight at the 9. It's perfect.
That's it. I don't want to jinx it. But you know what? I feel pretty confident.
Oh, he's got to get the extension out.
He has all the time in the world. After playing 3 and 4 hours, I feel.
320. After all the drama, Hill, this shot for all the marbles.
And what a great comeback if he makes this shot, Christian. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Just roll this one in. Just roll it in. Let's go.
And nails it.
Let's go. Congratulations, Mr. Prathamesh Sawant.
Holy smokes.
Great game by both players. Again, congratulations, Bo.
Wow. What a match.
Unfortunately, fell a little bit short, but you know what? Great pool.
Great pool indeed. Massive
Huge comeback. And yeah, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out and congratulate.
It's a late night here, 3:20 a.m. Hope everybody gets a good night's sleep. Thank you all for joining us here at Ox Billiards, and hopefully we have some more matches to come in the future. Make sure you tune in, like and subscribe, and share our future streams. We're trying to get some more players coming out here. Shu Chang, you're next. We're calling you out. You gotta come show us your stuff. That's for sure. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.